We fly high, no lie. You know this. Pull it.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two. He was always promoting me. What I'm saying, trying to get me on the radar. This guy, you need to look out for him. What I'm saying, it really means the world to me. Big, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out, and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate Big.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with face on. I mean, I kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him in college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. All right, man. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Sizzling News Podcast, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We got another episode for y'all. All right, we're going to be recapping the second round of the playoffs, previewing round 3, talk about who came out on top last week, man. And obviously the playoff picks. I think Julian will obviously like that. He was number 1 yet again, so he's been doing his thing in the playoff picks. Waiting on Bacon. Bacon should be on here in just a little bit, just getting off work, man. So love that. Also, shout out to this person. Good evening. Tip my cap to you. Appreciate you tuning into the pod early. Got a lot to recap, man. So we're excited, man. We're going to be recapping everything, talking about the biggest storylines in news in high school football, including the Gainesville news today. And then obviously we'll get into top performances and much more, man. But let me bring on one of my co-hosts, Jew. Controversial, but one of the biggest names, man, in the industry right now, man. And just a guru, man, known all across the board, man. What's going on, Jew?
I'm good, man. Just happy that I get to watch good football on a week-to-week basis. No Clayton County teams, you know what I'm saying? People that actually take football serious. With the exception of Jonesboro, if we put them to the side. But all the rest of them, yeah, that applies to y'all.
Oh, okay. Why not Jonesboro? Why not Jonesboro?
Jonesboro actually pretty good. I like their program. I like the players. Coach is pretty solid. So
okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of, okay.
I'm not completely irrational.
Okay. I respect it. What's going on, Brett? Appreciate you tuning in, man. What's going on, my guy? Yeah, we gonna kind of start out there, man. Just the big Gainesville news. So this obviously gonna affect the game we're gonna talk about later here, Jew. They're gonna face Hughes, but big news coming out of Gainesville, man, with GSSA suspending 39 players. So what's your on that?
The same as everybody else's. I saw the video, took the guy helmet off, took another guy helmet off, smacked somebody in the face. It's 3 for Brunswick with no retaliation. Then Big 77, I think he just came out. I think he's committed to UCF. Big just came out of nowhere and lit somebody up. And the way he did it, shoot, he can possibly face losing his offer and face charges if the parents wanted to do that. So,
oh wow,
yeah. So Georgia High School Association, they need to get their head out of their ass, and they need to realize that okay, yeah, you have rules, but everything's not black and white. That's why the law is constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. Depending on the context of a situation, that will cause for rules to be updated. And I think this is one of those situations. I don't think anybody from Gainesville should be suspended, but if they do suspend 39 players, then Brunswick needs to have a suspension from the playoffs for 2 years. And on top of that, I think they need to go ahead and press charges on big number 77 and whatever other player that was at the very beginning that took old boy helmet off or took the 2 kids helmet off, then punched him in the face. Charges should be pressed and he should be disqualified for the next year if he does have a next year in varsity sports. That's if they suspend 39 players, because if you suspend them, something crazy needs to be happening to the Brunswick players.
There you have it. All right, great take by obviously you, Jew. Obviously, we got a statement too. I'm gonna try to pull it up here real quick. Obviously on it. Let me find out. Here it is, right here, Miss Hot Pops. Play the clip, and then we'll react.
Something.
All right, let's see. This is Coach Niblet.
Well, let me ask you a question. Okay, you have me. Your sister, brother. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. If something happened on the field and your sister or brother was on the field and you felt like they were being taken advantage of or they couldn't defend themselves, what would you do? I'm asking. You're gonna do what's natural. And look, our kids didn't go out there to instigate anything. Our kids went out there to have each other's back and to protect each other. I mean, we got a guy standing out there without his helmet on with his hands up that gets
Two of them.
sideswiped. And I don't know what else you want the kids to do, just stand there and watch it happen. And our guys are not going to do that because they love each other. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else. It's just they love each other and they're unified. They're a team. And, I just don't understand how else better that because nobody else was doing anything to stop it or manage it. And so, and I hate it happen, but at the same time, our players are going to protect each other. And I told them the other day, I was like, look, man, you always have each other's back. And they did. But at the same time, we understand when you go onto the field, but at that point in time, there was no other, to me, being in the situation, there's a lot of people out there that have these opinions about it and watch the video. If you weren't there for the whole game, if you weren't there in between plays, if you didn't get to see the whole thing, you don't have any idea. So you really don't even need to talk about it, and that's probably my biggest issue because unless you were there and saw the whole thing, you don't understand. And I think enough people out there know. There's a lot of people out there that might have this premonition of where they think they know, but how we run our program, we talk every day about growing to be men every day. Responsibility, doing the right things, taking care of each other, and then making sure that within that we're high character about what we're doing. And that's what our program's about.
There it is, man. That is the clip. And Brett agrees with you, Jew, as well. Let me see what he said. He said, if you have full film of it, needs to be player by player basis, similar to what you were saying, Jew. Guys who were not involved shouldn't be hurt by this. And obviously, perfectly put by your guy on the right.
Yeah, we got to get the refs penalized too. If you're not going to break up the fight or do nothing about it, then the players, they're doing your job. That's what they were coming out there to do, your job. It just so happens that Brunswick was on BS. The rest of their team was on BS, like big number 77, and they started fighting. So the refs, whoever was closest, get his ass up out of there. Suspend him for a year. If you're going to suspend 39 players from Gainesville.
And obviously, y'all, the recent update with that is that they have an appeal with the GHSA on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. For those that don't know, so that appeal will be tomorrow on Tuesday. We'll see what happens, but obviously that's big for Gainesville playing against Langston Hughes on the road. You're missing pretty much the majority of your roster, 91 players. You're missing 39, so we'll see what happens. But I feel y'all, I wasn't there, so like I said, I can't really speak too much on it. But I definitely think 39 players is crazy because the 39 players, were they in the fight, or like kind of like Drew and Brett said, hey, player by player basis, like. Who really was the cause of it? And I'm with y'all. I think they should get down to the bottom of who the cause of it was, and they should be penalized to the full degree, not the entire team.
Yeah, big 77 who committed to UCF. And then, whoever the hell the other boy was. Come on, man. Yeah, they suspend 39 players. If my child got suspended, I'm pressing charges on both their asses. You ain't about to just play with me like that. And I might sue Georgia High School, possibly. Wow. They got people putting him in Facebook groups.
Oh, that's him? Oh, wow.
It's Keziah Charlton.
Keziah Charlton.
They just dropping.
All I'm going to say on that, man, as a young man, you got to be smart. There was a video going around, too, about a player don't know if you know his name, Jew, but his name is Hayes Kent, I believe it was.
Number
Number
7.
7.
Good at
Yeah,
Florida. Yeah, he just standing there watching.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying. That's the kind of that's what you want to do. You know, signing day is less than 2 weeks away, right? So at the same time, bro, be smart about it. You know what I'm saying? He stood there, he like, oh, my whole future's on the line, right? My, what I want to do at the next level is on the line. Like you gotta think. I know emotions get high in those moments, but you gotta think about your future. So I want to give a salute to him too, man, being smart in that moment and not partaking in that. Smooth. All right, we'll keep it rolling, Jew. All right, let's do our headlines, man. I think you spoke a little bit about this one, man. So shout out to Marcus, always having some good headlines and some breaking news. But we're gonna pull it up right here, man. Morris Mitchell, Jew, is out at Westlake. I think I've seen somebody do a list of people that want to see it at the position. But what do you think? I know you have I won't say a great relationship, but you know about Westlake and the South Side. So what do you think about this move by Westlake to move on from Morris Mitchell?
Everybody saw this coming. So if you look at some of the game, I think it was Douglas County, I believe, on the NFHS stream, you can hear some of them like talking crazy about getting him out of there. It seemed like some of the parents were almost campaigning to get him out of there. So knew this was gonna happen. It looked like there was a lot of internal drama with their team last year. They had almost the entire secondary transferred to other schools. One went to Thompson, a couple went to Langston. I think one or two went to Creekside. And then the quarterback, he wasn't starting. Then they moved to the safety. Then they moved him back at quarterback. So it just seemed like it was a bunch of drama going on. So, yeah, everybody saw this coming. Not surprised.
Yeah, 100%. So for you, Jew, who do you think they need to go get in order to kind of get Westlake back to where it was? We've seen so many great players come through there. Avion Terrell, his brother AJ, right? We obviously claim Powell Lee playing for Georgia Tech. They always produce players. So who do they need to like come in there and get the team to the level they need to be at?
Anybody who has went to the state championship over the past 5 years, that's who they need to be reaching out to. They need to hit somebody who's been on a staff that has consistently won, because they got too much talent to be underperforming like they do. They lose. They were in a game with Hayville Charter and it was 13-7. They got blew out by West Forsyth, and I know for a fact they got more talent than West Forsyth. I've seen both teams in person. I've seen them both play. So if I was them, I'd reach out to Kevin Pope at Clark Atlanta. He's an alum. I think he has the most interceptions in Westlake history as well. He was a part of the state championship team at Hayville Charter. I'll reach out to him and probably a few other coaches, maybe a few coordinators who are on some winning staffs like Buford, Cartersville. I don't think they need to try to hire anybody who is applying for a job. They need to go recruit, like they need to go poach people who are already on the staff.
So would you think it'd be fitting for them maybe to do even an out-of-state hire? Or would you say strictly stay in state?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Josh Niblett, he came from Alabama. Just go find somebody. Damn. But if you want to get somebody the best, just know you can't just have them on some government salary. You got to pay for that. So Booster Club, you need to pony up some money and give them an extra, I don't know, 25 to 40 grand. If you want a true winner that can help Westlake achieve what they should be based on what their roster looks like. Hey,
there you have it. I'm with you, Drew. I think they need to go. A big time hire, like you say, any of those known programs, the Graysons, the Bufords, Cartersville. You can even go lower and make a ballpark hire. This is going to be out of the question. I'm not saying he's going to ever leave Carver, but you need like a Darren Miles type of a hire. I'm not saying he's going there, but you need a solid coach like that to come in.
Yeah, if I was them, I would reach out to him for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just see what he would say. That would be a coach that I think could succeed on that 6A level, 7A level, whatever it may be for them. Might not be straight out, but definitely over time, I definitely think so. So that's kind of what they need.
Yeah, they definitely need to reach out to winners. And they got to remember, winners don't get fired, or they rarely get fired. So, shoot, you need to go to somebody who's already employed. Shoot, reach out to Trent Dilford.
You clowning. You clowning on that one. All right, man. Let's hit the next one. I don't know about that one. I mean, obviously in the NFL, yeah, but coaching wise, I don't know about that one. All right, man. Another big one was Walter Vaughn. He was hired, obviously, by North Springs. A little bit of context to bring in here and then get your reaction, Jew. He played at Southeastern Louisiana from 05 to 09. Obviously, trying to turn around the program there at North Springs. 2025, they went 1-9. 2024, they went 2-8. 2023, 2-8, and then 4-6 in 2022. He has college coaching experience, assistant experience at Murray State. So, what do you think about this hire for North Springs?
Having somebody who's been on the college staff, that helps because typically coaches only know what they've been around or what they've been involved in. So being that he was on the college staff, he can take that model and implement it at North Springs. So they should see some improvement. I don't see any real winning going on. I don't see any playoff wins coming at a North Springs program just because of the talent that they're able to attract. But I think it's a good hire, somebody with college coaching experience, because you can bring a more effective and more efficient model to how you run a team.
Yeah, I agree. And in addition to that, Drew, I think also bringing the staff with you as well, people you know, people you coach with, they're interested in getting into the high school ranks. I think that's another method for them that they can come on there and obviously help out, and they can give you another eye on the field too. But yeah, definitely coming from college ranks, you got the experience, but then now you're going to know how to kind of build out a roster to help best fit and maybe get talent to kind of come. But like you said, I think it'll be a while, what I'm saying, until they get to that playoff point. But at least you got a coach with some experience. All right, we'll keep it rolling. All right. Let's see. A big upset. Obviously very surprised. Let me see if I can find this graphic if they posted it. Give me 1 second. I am trying to find it. I don't think they posted it on their Twitter. They did not. All right, to Max Preps we go. All right, Drew. So did you see this one coming, man? Obviously, Milton fell to Jackson County, man, on the road. What did you think about that defeat?
Yeah, nobody saw that coming. I don't even know who Jackson County is, to be true. Never heard of that team in my life. Heard of Jackson, like below Henry County, but Jackson County, nah. So I guess that was the trap game that Milton had.
For sure. And it looks like based on the box score, they kind of got killed on the ground. 218 yards, rushing given up. Dylan Maxwell had 193. So passing wise, they didn't really pass on them too much. Only 100 yards passing, really, for real. So shut down the pass. It looked like it was just the running game that kind of spiced them a little bit. And obviously that upset win for Jackson County. I think for me, man, obviously, a tough year for Milton, replacing a lot of talent. I think the fact that they got to the playoffs in a tough region with Roswell, Gainesville, obviously Lanier is in that conversation as well. I mean, obviously that's not the standard for Milton, losing in the second round, but I think we got to give Coach Reeves credit with all the talent that left, all the seniors that graduated, just being able to get to a second round of a playoff. And I think it made him a better coach for it, because it's probably a trying year, had some tough losses, another tough loss to Roswell, tough losses, to other opponents. I think it made them better in the end for it. And I think he'll become a better coach for it too. And then they'll know how to kind of deal with some of the things. Maybe your talent not as good as it was before, and he'll know how to get the most out of his players. So I think it's only gonna help him in the long run.
Yeah, I'm real interested to see what happens with Milton in the offseason. Which one of them quarterbacks is leaving?
Okay.
Yeah, Derek Baker. Why everybody named that Milton is like Italian or something? What's his last name? Haveli?
Haveli, yeah. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like all these different last name. Casquillo, Wavito, like
Carrasquillo.
yeah, man. But Derek Baker got 1 more year, and Ben got 2 more years. If it's me, I'm rolling with Ben. But hey.
Oh, Haveli, okay.
Yeah, you got 2 more years, so he already helped you get to the playoffs. He just stepped in, came out of nowhere. He wasn't even in the program. It wasn't even a bunch of off-season development that even got to take place. So I would roll with him. And if I'm there, I'm going to Roswell. It's close. Trey Smith is senior. You got similar body type, I think. Well, height and weight on paper you do. And yeah, they can use a quarterback for that 1 year.
And to your point on that, Drew, about Havali or Haveli, however you say his last name, he was playing JV at one time. You know what I'm saying? Even like during the season. So I kind of tell you all you need to know. Yeah, he was on. Remember, he was like, Nas, who is that? I was like, yo, he's playing JV the other day.
He
you know
was.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah, I saw it.
Yep, he got pushed up. So, like I said, I mean, Milton has a, you know what I'm saying, I won't say dilemma, a good problem on their hands, and obviously Derek Baker's going to have to figure it out. And to your point, Jew, you said it early in the season you wanted to see more from Baker. I liked what I saw, but he's going to have to protect himself more. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, like, it's okay to be a bulldog, it's okay to be physical, but also at the same time, you got to be there for your team. Your best talent, you know what I'm saying, is your availability over your talent. You know what I'm saying? Best ability is availability. So for him, he got to be more available, and obviously, like, we know he's talented. We know Tennessee's been interested, some other high D1 programs, but you got to stay healthy, I think, is the big thing. 100%. All right, man, we'll keep rolling. Bacon, I see you in the background. Just give me a thumbs up when you're good. I'll bring you on. All right. Think you're good to go. Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's bring you on. I don't know why my stuff is buffering like this. There we go. Oh, that's why all these tabs open over here.
All right, bet. What's going on, y'all?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, fresh off the clock, G. What talking about? Who is this?
It's the Milton game. Whatever opinion you got on it, my stuff is buffering right now. So you got.
Yeah, he looking at the Jackson County. He like, what the hell? Who is that?
Did you watch the film, Drew? I'm not. You know what I'm saying, to see how it played out.
Nah, I looked at Southwest DeKalb and Kale, and I think I looked at it was Carver and Pierce. I was at that game, and I looked at one more game. I can't even remember.
19 points is it looks like the quarterback, bro.
Oh, here it is. Here you go, Beck. You can see this too. We just talked about it. Only 100 yards passed for Jackson County, 218 on the ground.
Couldn't stop the run. I would have never suspected that. I mean, 24 points isn't a lot of points to give up in the playoff game. But you would expect that Milton offense would put up more than 19 points. Milton didn't put in their stats?
No, they did not.
Tough.
They did not. But yeah, we were just talking about the dilemma they got in the offseason. Drew said he think they should go with Havali, however you say his last name, and Derek Baker should transfer to Roswell. And I was like, well, they got a good problem on their hands, what they're going to decide to do, moving forward. But just what's your opinion on that? You think they should roll with Baker, or Havali kind of got all those reps this year? He'll be a junior next year. What do you think Milton should do in that situation?
That's a good question. That's a tough situation to be in because the young guy played a lot of the season. Yeah, you got ties to Baker. I don't know, man. It comes down to what you said to the parents. I probably ride with DB, but I mean, I could see why you would roll with the young guy after spending a lot of time with him. He's going to be in his junior year. You're invested so much time in him. You kind of gonna have to not restart with Derek, but kind of he's gonna have to still have some growing pains in the offense because he only played one or two games. So it's a tough situation to be in.
100%. All right, man. We'll leave it there. We'll see what happens this offseason. And again, y'all, I know y'all tune in every Monday. We'll be here all throughout the offseason for Georgia High School football. So y'all stay tuned. Any updates and stuff that we see, we'll have it here on the show on Monday. So we'll see y'all stay tapped in for that. All right, Bacon, I'm going to give you the floor, brother. You was at this game, so I want to get your report. Drew, you was at Terry's game too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'll let you do your report next. Bacon, I'm gonna throw you the floor, brother. What did you see in that contest that you watched on Friday night?
Taking the page out of Drew's book, being a little prop nature. CMOS. Because them boys couldn't catch a cold. I was just the center, man, with so many bad snaps. The offense at East County, I'm assuming that's the game we talk about. They get into no type of rhythm. So it's like they get to the 40-yard line, they crap out. You can't have that. He had been struggling with snaps all year. I had to pull it back from my memory bank. And you know what I mean? And you go down 14-0 against a Walton team who's battle tested just like you are, East Coweta. And you get the pressing. And that's what happened. Walton, fortunate enough, number 8, had like I think 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns on the night. Probably scored on 2 or 3 40-plus yard. I won't say that, but maybe two 40-plus yard touchdown runs when you can't stop the run. You know what I mean? That's pretty much the moral of this story. Now, a question mark for Walton is moving forward the next week, going down to Valdosta. Can you go down there and win? I don't know. He didn't really show me too much against East Coweta offensively. Like I said, really a lot of explosive run plays. They had a big play downfield. So I think what's his name? His father played in. I think to Burnett. Maybe I could be wrong on that, and that was like 28-0. You know what I mean, going for the juggler at that point. However, can you continue to do that on the road going down there? I will say this though, hats off to Coach Brunner. You know what I mean, Coach Brunner for having these guys prepared and to keep them locked in with the slow start to the season that they had to have them inspired to beat Future and now East Coweta. Both games on the road was impressive.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say as well. Yeah, he should be up for Coach of the Year. Say what you want about Walton, but you lost to Ward Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we won't get into that situation and everything, but 2 elite talents you lost, right? You Aiden Opore, who's expected to be this elite 2028 receiver, he goes down with a significant injuries out for the season, right? You obviously lose your star cornerback who went and transferred over to Buford. I can't think of his name right now. If y'all can think of it, let me know.
Malachi Speed.
Malachi Speed. Thank you, sir. He transfers over to Buford. So the fact that he has his team in quarterfinals, you know what I'm saying, at this point, after, talent they've lost and kind of a new regime for Coach Bruner, he deserves to be in Coach of the Year. Now, that's not saying they're going to get to a state final or none of that, but going through this competition, knocking off number 1, McEachern in terms of that region, he deserves a lot of credit. And handing them their first loss and then doing it again on the road, a tough test. I think they match when they go against Valdosta. Just their running game, I don't think they're going to be able to stop. Unfortunately, when you look at Marquise Fennell, Darren Foster, elite guys that can run the ball, dynamic duo, but Coach Bruner is doing a hell of a job, and he deserves a lot of credit for what he's been able to do. And I think he should be in the coach of the year conversation. If he isn't for the whole state, he definitely should be for that region because what he's done is phenomenal to me.
Facts. Period.
Got you. Just got your message too, for sure, brother. I got you on the next segment. All right, so that was that one. All right, Drew, I'm gonna throw to you. Biggie, if you had any closing thoughts on Walton and East Carolina, I'm gonna throw to you for how Terrace and Carolina played this past week.
I'll just say number 4 right there in the front of there, Walton Maestro. They had a solid game. You know what I mean, on both sides of the ball, playing defense. Really was a lot of that East Carolina's offense moving forward. Chance Gilbert did Chance Gilbert things. Didn't kick it to him on the kickoff for I think the first half. The only time they kicked it to him, they returned it, so he's for real, man. But yeah, man, hats off to both teams. But Walton prevailed.
For sure. All right, we'll leave it there. Floor is yours, Drew.
Yeah, Pierce County, unfortunately, they showed up to play Carver Atlanta, who has serious favors on the team. They were just another victim. That's all it is, really. You show up, you see little number 3 with all his little phenom stuff. He a Boise State commit. You should just come to the conclusion that you about to get your ass whooped. And unfortunately for them, they couldn't get it through their brains that something that's unstoppable cannot be stopped. It's in the word, you know what I'm saying? But last game, everybody was like, oh my God, Red, 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. Came back and did the exact same shit. 473 yards total. He averaged 26 yards per touch. He had 4 touchdowns. It was crazy how he scored the last one. Ran into the end zone. Before he passed the end zone, he turned around and waved to everybody in the stands. They threw a flag, touchdown, comeback. It's Terry's favorites, brother. He's going to Boise State. 4-star athlete. You're 5'8" and you still got 4 stars. Very next play. Touchdown. Can't stop him. It was literally red left, red right. That was the game. 473 yards total. He had 3 catches, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaged 54 yards a catch, 13 carries, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then he had a punt return that went 65 yards, and a kick return that went 30 yards. I mean,
Phenom, 6'7".
like unstoppable. And right now, Terry, I need to find out who was the last person to do this, if there was ever somebody to ever do it. He has over 1,000 yards rushing and over 1,000 yards receiving right now. And he has over 3,000 yards total on the season, over 30 touchdowns.
All-purpose yards. No, I don't think it's. I think that's been a while. I have to go back to like 1900s when that was done. As far as receiving and rushing, yeah, no. Now passing and rushing, yeah, that's been more recent, but no, you can't.
And I was looking at the stats. I'm just like, I'm doing the numbers. I'm punching it in a calculator. I'm like, he got over 3,000 yards. Oh my God. In 12 games, I never expected this to be like this, but he's going to have over 1,000 yards in the playoffs alone. He's at like 873 right now. I think it's either 873 or a little bit over that in 2 games.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so really it was the Red Show, man. 48-28.
Your thoughts real quick, Bacon?
Nah, I mean, shoot, man. We've been talking about Red all year. We've seen the clips. We see the highlights. Just interested to see how far it's going to go. You know what I mean?
My question real quick to
Go
you two is just how cool is it to see as, you know, somebody that's been in his corner, somebody that's prompted him up. How cool is it to see? Because I remember I had just met you last year and it's at an award show. And I was highlighting Terrence when nobody was really talking about him. How cool is it to see all that work and preparation he's put in to be at this point he's at? Obviously 4-star, obviously that guy, that dude going off to a D1 program. How cool is it to see from where he was then and where he is now?
Man, I wasn't expecting none of this. I had so many boys I was dealing with at one time. It was just like I really had no expectations. The only thing I had was hopes, and the hope was that they find something that they want to do to earn an income and they stay out of trouble. That was my only hope. So to see all of this happening, bro, is really just unbelievable. Like, it's just blowing my mind right now. I feel like it's my damn season. Shoot, it kind of is. I put in all that work, all that money and time for this training and stuff. But
You sound like a dad.
Yeah, bro. At times I was the dad. At times, but it's great, bro. It's great. Boise FaceTimed me during the game in the first quarter after he had broke like the second or third like 80-some yard touchdown. I'm like, I can't believe this is really happening. And then I look at Malachi Tony and what he's doing at Miami. Malachi Tony and Red are like damn near the same. Red is faster than Malachi Tony. Red can make every catch that Malachi Tony can make. I've seen Malachi when he played with C1N. He came to Atlanta. I seen him at the trials. I seen him in 7-on-7 in person. And to see what he's doing, I'm like, oh, my God. And that's against ACC competition. What is going to happen with Darius Favors when he has to go to the West Coast?
Yep, because he's in the Big Sky. Yep.
No, they're going to be in the Pac-12.
I'm West, yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to be in the Pac-12 next year. So I'm like, what's going to happen with him when he step on the field with them guys? I see the starters that are leaving Boise, that are graduating. I see their film when they were in high school, and I'm like, is he really going to be tearing it up his first year? I had texted him the other day. I was like, bro, you might have to be the starter. Like, because he wants a red shirt, plays 4 games, then play whatever postseason games they get into. But I'm like, bro, you might not be able to red shirt, bro. You might be the starting receiver and returner. So, great.
Yeah,
that'd be insane.
I already got my money saved up for my plane tickets for every Boise State home game next year.
Big.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to have to give us the updates when you come on the show, man, on Mondays.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah. I got so I'm trying to work something out to where I can be an intern with Boise 247. So just how I'm on the sideline at his games in high school, I get a conference media pass, Pac-12 media pass, and I be on the sidelines at his games in college. Home or away, don't matter.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here it is, man. All right. Herb versus Fitzgerald thoughts. We got you. That's going to be one of our future games we talk about here in just a little bit. I ain't gonna say your at name, but appreciate you tuning in. We'll have that, for you in a little bit. But all right, man. We
that name. That's my.
yeah,
That'd be a
I ain't
future
gonna say
fan.
that one. But one more game I wanted to talk about, man. It was the one I was at before we move on, man, in transition. Pretty good game. I enjoyed being there, man. The vibes was electric. Cam Newton was in the building as well. So yeah, man, it had all the studs and great players out. I will say this: you've been talking about him a lot, Bacon. So I'll start off with that. Dale Perry, he can play. He definitely can. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's only scratching the surface of his potential. Now look, the one on the right, that's Jaden Upshaw. That's what I've been telling you about Lee County, 4-star receiver.
Right.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, I was there. He was talking to Ish to him. Talking to Ish to Dale. Said he didn't think he's that good. But what I liked is Jaden won plays, Dale won plays, right? So that's only gonna make him better. And to be that young in that position and only a sophomore, I think said a lot. But they was talking throughout the game. And you love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Them two going neck and neck, man. But this game came down to turnovers. And credit that Langston Hughes defense. Dale Perry had basically a pick six. King Garrett's had a pick in that game as well. They were just flying to the ball, man, and making big time plays. They also had a forced fumble. They had 4 turnovers in that game. And actually, Lee County hit them in the mouth first because they went up 7-0. But then Hughes they continue to go. And then once Darnell Kelly burst that scene and hit that play down the middle, man, it was a ball game, man. And then, Hughes just kept their foot down their neck. They made a couple plays down the stretch, obviously County did, but Hughes was in full throttle, full control. All the turnovers they forced, the ability to run the ball with Quintavious Fatboy Wiggins, also with Darnell Kelly, who had 88 yards on the ground. And the pass game looked really good, man. So 2 good teams, though. 2 good teams, but Hughes prevailed. Really good work in the trenches. Made it tough all night, man. And really good football team. Definitely love the vibes there, man. Like I said, if you're ever on the south side, you want to catch a good game, they don't charge for parking. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about
it. But they charge for parking, bro.
They do not charge for parking, bro. I went to playoff.
You got a media pass.
Parking. No, I ain't get charged for no parking. I have my little media pass. Hold on. Let me get my little media pass.
Yeah, man. If you are a regular person, I go say regular person. If you are a fan, spectator, or a family member, they go clip you for that parking. I ain't gonna lie.
They ain't clip you for no parking, man. They ain't even clip at the game. Ain't nobody pay for no parking, man. People park at school and you was chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? My little media pass, y'all can see it.
Holographic. Okay. That boy official.
Yeah, man. Official.
All you need is a whistle.
Good way on a Friday night. Y'all should go and support them this week. They play Gainesville, man, but really good vibes out there. I enjoyed it. I think that was actually my first ever Hughes game at their stadium. I always went for spring practice, never went to a game. Pretty good atmosphere, man. Good team. Shout out to Coach CJ. I know he was tuning in a little bit early. Shout out to Coach O. And also, man, shout out to Coach Willie Cannon. He's the AD, man. So I appreciate y'all for allowing me to come, man. Good vibes at Hughes, man. And the one on the thumbnail, Lord have mercy. Hey, the real deal. I'm finna show y'all that he put a dude in a blender. I'm finna show y'all this real quick, man. Oh yeah, I got to Coach CJ, man. Hey, I appreciate you letting me come, man. Appreciate you letting me come. It was good vibes, man. I always love the South Side. And when y'all play Langston next year, I will be in attendance. You can best believe it. I don't care what I got going on that Friday night. I will be there.
I don't know if y'all knew, but CJ is one of Red's trainers too.
I did not know
that.
Yep.
Okay, he put us on some game.
Coach, who are you to train, Coach? Who are you to
everybody.
Train? Everybody.
Amari Latimer, Corey Hadley, Larry Warren, everybody.
So just watch right here, Bacon, if you can.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
So I mean, obviously, Quintavious scored. That was Tiller. So that's why I love being there too, because I try to catch everything. I mean, that is a Florida State commit, and he's blocking like that. You know what I'm saying? Caught a full pancake. Kid is the truth, man. And like you said, I'm looking to go there, and I'm looking to play early and start potentially. So
that's what he said.
I don't see why in the hell he can't after doing plays like that, because he can catch the ball and break loose, and then he doing stuff like that. Boy's the truth.
Fact. And I'll say this: last year, I saw a couple of Langston games. Didn't see him as active in the offense like I see him active in the passing game. I mean, under coach. Oh my goodness.
Enrico Hines.
on the Coach Hines, man. So that's big. That's a welcome sight.
Yeah, see that part. Maybe Coach CJ can
That's
tell me
okay.
that part. I don't know. Like if y'all had a different offensive coordinator, because I know Coach Boone, he was kind of over the team. I know he wasn't really doing offense. I had a different offensive coordinator, or if it's the same guy, I don't know. You could probably attest to that too a little bit more, Coach CJ. I know you responsible for the running backs, but maybe you can kind of chime in on that in the comment section. Just maybe the difference, if it was a different scheme or why he's being schemed up more. Because we always knew Tiller was good, but to Baker's point, I don't seem like he was used as much as he's being used now.
Shout out to Coach Cole Meyer too. OC this year.
Facts. All right, man. Well, y'all know time is before we transition, man. Let's go ahead and get ready, man. A sponsor of the show, Empower for Life, man. We appreciate them always sponsoring the show, man, and getting us right, getting us ready to go, man. So we're gonna go ahead and run our sponsored ad here in just a moment. Let me find it. Ooh.
Hey, are you an athlete that needs some help in recruiting and wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NAI to D2, HBCU, all the way to the D1 level? Well, look no further, man. Tap into a powerful life where you could become a part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life.
All right, I'm gonna throw it to you, Bacon. Just give a little bit of what Empower for Life is, and just tell the audience out there, the kids, why this is a special, just not membership, but special family community to be a part of, and why it can be beneficial for them in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Empower for Life. It's a place where families can come and learn about, well, families and kids, you know what I mean, can from all walks of life can come and be a part of a community, grow. Like I said in the video, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, just a place where you can come in and learn about how to go from ground zero all the way to getting into college and just have a group of a sense of belongingness in the community. You know what I mean? And if you're real big into faith, it's a very big, great platform. Like I said, you can hit that link below and become a part of that with Brother Derek Teagle. It's a good group. They don't just touch people from Coweta County. They touch people from Alabama, Tennessee, from all abroad just to come together. And they're gonna be playing a couple weekends at Lakewood Stadium on a Monday, but they'll be practicing. They go to different events, like you go to Hawks games, you go to different coaching seminars, similar to what Julian talks about with his program. But you can tap in at a Powerful Life and get empowered for life.
All right, there you have it. Great promo. Appreciate you tuning in, brother. Derek Teagle. Hey, always shout out to you, brother, for helping sponsor us and keep our pod going. And again, if you want to be a sponsor, y'all know what to do, man. All of our social medias is linked below at Najee Wook at Bacon Network. And hey, we'd love to collaborate with you guys. All right. Let's keep it rolling, man. Obviously, Coach CJ chimed in. He said we have the same OC. Him and Hines draw it up.
Facts.
Coach Cole Meyer. Darnell know his safety outlets. So there you have it, man. Boom.
That's it.
Well,
it's unfortunate that next week is this upcoming Friday is gonna be a cupcake walk, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is.
We'll know for sure. We'll know for sure tomorrow.
Yeah, they got in the bill tomorrow.
Hey man, if they overturn it, we know who got the pockets to know George. They overturn something like that. Yeah, man, it was throw this off, man. It's Giants.
I'm dead. All right, man. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of an update real quick before we move on to our top performers. Lowndes, they fell to North Gwinnett, really good football team. North Gwinnett led 22-3 at one point in the game. Elam Rahman, he threw for 143 and 2 touchdowns, 80 yards to Evan Hawkins. North Gwinnett led 320 to 272 in total yards. Valdosta beat Brookwood 49-26 at home, 23-3 lead in the first half. Brookwood got no closer than 13 points at that point. Marquise Fennell rushed for 196 on 24 carries, and he had 5 touchdowns in the game. Colquitt fell to Grayson. Grayson pulled away in that fourth quarter. They ended up winning 31-10. They will play Carrollton. We'll talk about that more here in a second. Lee County, they fell to Hughes. We just talked about that game, 49-31, and what happened. If you guys want to check that out, y'all guys go back up and watch that explanation there. Houston County fell to Rome, 38-28. Aiden McPherson's 60-yard touchdown pass to Caden Waters was the winning touchdown for them. Remember, this game was tied up 28-28 in the fourth, but they were able to pull away. McPherson, he was 19-31 for 316 and 5 tubs on the day. Not bad at all. TCC, they beat Villa Rica 55-14. They led 28-0 at the half. Jalen Johnson had 136 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ware County got blown out by Creekside, 49-0. Seminoles keep rolling. They will face Lithonia this upcoming week. That'll be an interesting game. We'll talk about that more here in a second. Peach County lost to Jenkins 38-28. Obviously, they got knocked out of the playoffs. Worth County, they picked up a 38-35 win over Bleckley County. Heard County defeated Social Circle 48-10. Toombs County defeated Thomasville 24-19. Swainsboro lost to Northeast Macon 26-14. So obviously Northeast Macon, Jordan Wiggins continue to do their thing. They defeated Fannin County 41-0. Let's see, you got Clinch County. They defeated Emmanuel County Institute 28-18. Lincoln County defeated Hawkinsville 56-0. Bowden, they defeated Washington Wilkes 54-24. And Charleston beat Charleston County 35-14. So there are the latest scores and results. All right, Bacon, I'm going to throw it to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Who are your top performers from this past week?
Top performers for this past week, number one, Chance Gilbert. You know what I mean? Just getting it done, special teams. And on the offensive side of the ball, we got to shout out Zay Moreland. We didn't go in depth about Hurricane, but we got to shout out Zay Moreland. 3 receptions, 100 yards in the air, and 2 tuggies. That's big time. Also got to talk about Ethan Tisdale in 14, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But nonetheless, playoff game, I believe that matters. That's what I got so far, brother.
All right, I'll throw it to you, Jew. Great job by you, Bacon.
Yes, sir.
Let me see here. So obviously, Red almost 400 yards by himself, 4 touchdowns, and then you got Emerson Lewis from Calvary Day. He's also team pass. He trained with Red. Coach CJ trains him too. This fool had 4 tackles, 1 kickoff return for a touchdown, 1 interception, and he blocked the field goal all in the same game. So he probably played the game of his life. Elijah Watson from Gainesville, obviously, they didn't even get to finish the game. He had 5 tackles, 1 pick. Cannon Jones, Central Carrollton, 2 PBUs, a forced fumble.
Right.
Stephen Wright, Carver Columbus, he had a pick 6 and a forced fumble. And Deion Moore at Toombs County, he had a PBU, a forced fumble, and 6 tackles.
Sure, I got
Oh my
one.
God, yeah.
Go, keep going. Go ahead. Which one out of these 5 that you highlighted, Jew, you like the most?
I probably like Elijah. Yeah, so I like Elijah the most. Elijah Watson.
Okay.
If I had to, the one who I like the most, like in reality, because I know him, is Emerson, and then my 2 favorites because they undersized. I always like the smaller, overlooked guys, Cannon Jones and Deion Moore. But if you're talking about like I'm about to go into the game, who I want to coach, is Elijah.
Okay.
Super. He quick, he tough, physical. He can run with almost any receiver. He's smart, can play all 5 positions in the secondary. It's Elijah.
Okay.
Real low, great pad level, good knee bend. Can change directions real well, can tackle real well. Baller.
Oh, there you have it. Go ahead, Bacon. So you wanted to do one more?
Yeah, now shout out to Brother Thompson from Carver Columbus. I see you comment, Jimmy. We're gonna put it up on the screen in a second. But Noriega Thompson, I like that name. We're gonna call him Nori for short. But Nori from Walton. I went to Max Preps to try to get the exact stat mark, but he had 3 touchdowns, probably like 275 on the ground. So definitely want to shout him out for his performance.
All right, there you have it, man. As y'all know, I did an article earlier today, so I'll show you guys. Again, you can subscribe. It is free. Hold on, there it is.
All the
It is
time.
free. Yes, sir. Yeah, you feel me? You see what I did there? Yes, sir. But nah, man, top performance from second round. Again, y'all can go subscribe. Anybody wants to, be featured again, please send me your stats. Like I said, it's playoffs, so brother, it is hard to find these stats. You have to go different spots just to find it. So if you do have a top performance, please send it my way via DM, whatever it is. Don't mind highlighting you, man. But obviously, the star of the show, DK, Darnell Kelly, big time performance that I talked about. 209 yards passing, 2 touchdowns through the air, 88 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground It's been phenomenal this season for Langston Hughes, leading to a 12-0 record and 25 touchdowns and nearly 2,000 yards passing. Then I have to give love to Jalen Johnson from Thomas County Central and Coach Maud and the crew. 2,092 yards and 34 touchdowns this year. He was 13-16 for 136 and 3 touchdowns in a win over Villa Rica. He was good. A freshman quarterback, which I'll come on my list after the season's over. But one to know in the state is Tucker Parson from Rockmart. He had an 87.5% completion rate in their past win, 188 yards and 4 touchdowns. This season, he has 2,515 yards and 33 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions, I believe. He's one to watch in the state. The top three right now, I would say, Tucker Parson, Jordan Wiggins, and Zach Parker from Rome. 2029 quarterbacks you want to build around, them the 3 right now currently in the state. I'll have a list that comes out after the season is over. Peach County, I know they lost, but Ashton Barton was good once again, 7.2 yards per carry, 180 yards on the ground and 25 carries. Had multiple 200-yard rushing games this year. Beat Cherokee Bluff, had 253 and 3 tubs and 247 and 3 touchdowns against Doherty in region play. Marquise Fennell, we talked about him earlier, 196 and 5 touchdowns in the win. 3 of the past 4 outings, he's reached the century mark. He's been fantastic. 1,240 yards and 21 touchdowns, and he is only a junior. So next year will be his senior year playing good. All right, got to give Douglas County some love, man. Jeremiah Mathis.
Great game.
Great year. I'm telling you, he's going to be one to know. That's the kind of building block for Douglas County moving forward for the future. 2029 receiver. He had 6 catches and 123 in a win over North Cobb. So he was fantastic. Again, the stats this year is not going to show it. Remember, they have Devin Carter. They got Aaron Gregory. They have Rakeith Kelly. They got a lot of pieces, but for him to already start getting more minutes in the key stretch of the year definitely says a lot, man. And then last but not least, Dale Perry, of course. Like I said, did a little bit of everything, man. He had the 4 PBUs, the 3 tackles, the interception return for a touchdown. The young stud is just getting started. I think he's going to be one to continue to watch moving forward, and he should be ranked before it's said and done, man. So those are my top performers from this week.
Nah, facts. And I see, I know Jeremy, if you're watching this, hook the guy up. I seen Brett was in the chat. Hopefully you're still watching, brother. You know what I mean? Dale is that guy. I'm sure you gentlemen already know, but I'll say this about Dale, man. Dale's he's a humble beast. You know what I mean? Very technician, you know what I'm saying? Very young guy, but very locked into his approach, you know what I'm saying? Very meticulous about his details. And the brother just a dog, man. But you know what I'm saying? He's a super great kid to be around, you know what I'm saying? Great human being above all. I'm sure Coach CJ can attest to that at Langston. So I just want to say that on a young man's behalf.
Right on cue.
Nah, facts. Next great one for sure.
There you have it. Yes, sir. Y'all get on it now. And Brett, you always be asking me about who's next up in the state. I'm putting you on some game. I didn't get you a 2029 and a 2028. I'm always looking. Jew's really good at it too, obviously, but them next up in the state, man, you want to go ahead and get your ticket. Them the ones that know. For sure. You muted, Jew.
Yeah, Gavin Green at Rockmar, he's a 2028. I think he averages around like 24 yards a catch. It plays into a part why Rockmart quarterback got so many passing yards. I think Gavin might have half of them. And then you got, obviously, Christian Cypher. Bro.
Yeah. I mean,
bro, that little dude's good. That little dude is so fucking good. But we're going to see what he really made out of. Man, I can't, bro. When they play Grayson this Friday, that's the real state championship at 6A. Them the 2 best teams in Georgia. When they play them, it's going to be interesting to see performance because I want to compare what he did versus what Trent did. Trent that plays for Thompson, the 4-star guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the receiver. Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yep.
So, like, none of the quarterback that's committed to Bama.
Yeah. Trent Seaborn.
Yeah, Seaborn, yeah. So Trent Seaborn and Christian Cypher, I want to be able to compare their performances against the same team. But Christian is going against a better Grayson team because they're more experienced, they're deeper in the season. So you're always better than the first game or the first game.
And to your point, Trent was a junior too. He's 27, and then Cypher's a freshman.
They really 1 year apart because I think Cypher is going to reclass up and leave early if he can.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, like Julian Lewis did.
I'm going to say Cypher's a better quarterback. I'm going to say they play I'm gonna say he plays better athletes per capita in Georgia. Not to mention what he does on the 7-on-7 level, playing hustling, OT7, the whole thing, whole shebang. I'm not gonna. I lean towards Carrollton. We'll see, and I'll say the same thing in the game piece, but I'm gonna take Carrollton over Grayson this Friday for sure.
Ooh, snap. The number one team in the country? You got them losing?
Get your sea moss to clean out the mucus.
All right. So y'all already talking about it. That was going to be the next segment is these playoff picks for the next round. So we'll go ahead and start with that game. Let me go ahead and give y'all the results real quick so you fellas can see. Hold on one second. Trying to pull this up. Can y'all see that?
Shout out to QB Marcus.
Yes, sir, man. All right. So as y'all know, those are the regular season records. Drew won the regular season title. Our playoff records have been a little off. Drew, obviously, Marcus is working on Mondays now, so it's been a little tough. But from this past week, you won the crown. You won by a game. Bacon was right behind you at 12-6. Drew, you finished 13-5. I finished 11-7. So yeah, you are winning the playoff for the second round. We'll have quarterfinals now, and then semifinals, and then state championships, and then whoever obviously loses, they will be treating the winner to Juicy Crab.
Yep, started off strong by not picking Clayco teams, man.
You as hell. You as hell, bro.
A sign in the background.
Yeah, you do need a sign. Like, don't ever pick Clayco teams. You need that.
Man, these coaches calling me about these kids flipping, man.
You so plugged, man. I know.
Hey, I'm not the dad. I don't think for him. This dude is very mad.
I can't. All right, man. Well, let's go ahead and get into it, man. The big one, as you said, Drew, number one team in the country. And the Grayson Rams, man, they're going on, but this one's different. They're going on the road. They're not playing at Grayson. They're going to Carrollton, the big house, playing in your neck of the woods, Bacon. I'll be surprised if you're not at this game, to be honest with you.
Man, I already done talked to one of the coaches at Sandy, man. And I'm gonna be at Sandy Creek this Friday, but
you shouldn't, because you know why? You know why? You got a potential next round. If they handle business, the Stevenson got to handle business against LaGrange. You can see Sandy Creek and Stevenson.
Well, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me hit up, coach. Let me hit Matt up, man. Let me hit Matt Skinner, man. See if I can, get my way in there, man. It'd be so tight, bro.
It'd be tight, but you know that game gonna have motion.
What'd you say?
You know that game gonna have motion.
Yeah, let me hit Matt up, man. He'll be
that might be that A-Twin. That might be easy 10K on highlights.
Man, forget 17. I'm thinking 25.
25-50. Hey, dream big, man.
Man,
dream
facts.
Big. Dream big. But now I'm gonna start with you, Drew. Are you hitting up now? All right.
Man, I ain't playing.
But Drew, go ahead. You started something, man. I know you're going with Carroll. Just talk about that game a little bit.
Oh no, I ain't going with Carrollton now.
No,
I'm going with Grayson. Hey,
really?
I'm going with the Rams. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Carrollton will be able to run the ball at all against, Grayson Rams. You got little steroids back there in the backfield, number 0, Cam Woods. But they got big steroids on the other side of the ball. Big steroids. So, you think you come into the game with your little muscles and stuff, you're going to get smacked in the face by Tyler Axon. So, chill on that. No running the ball. Throwing the ball, I think Grayson got top 5 secondary in Georgia. So, I think they have a backup safety committed to Kansas.
Not sure.
Like what's going on right now? But he got one of the better secondaries in maybe even the country. You see what the 4-star Alabama commit had to go through. He was getting harassed. Tyler Ack coming off the edge. He threw 4 picks against Grayson. So I don't see Carrollton's offense really doing too much, especially if Grayson mans up, because I know they like to throw a lot of screens. But I take Grayson by 2 touchdowns. I think they'll slowly start to pull away as the game goes.
They got a good offensive line, though, man.
Who offensive line?
Carrollton got a solid offensive line.
Get out of here, man. We talking about the number 1 team in the country, man. Come on, number 1 team in the country. Hey, now Grayson number 1.
They just got a number 1 building. You're not lying.
That's tough.
Hey, man. The line is there to block for Tyler Axon. These are not even D tackles for real. These are guards and centers. They blocking for Tyler Axon. If somehow a lineman get up to act an ant, bro, it's a tackle for loss. type of loss. I think they have a lineman in 2027 that's ranked in like the top 20 best players in Georgia too.
I think you might be talking about TK.
Yeah.
TK Cunningham. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and them boys at Grayson, they not getting these stars just off size. These boys actually good.
Ain't lying. Great, go to practice.
There's a Kai Hilton. You know what I'm saying? They got some highly ranked offensive linemen down here in Carrollton.
They had the same line.
Carrollton team. Not one person on Carrollton team over the past 40 years can block Tyler Atkinson.
These are facts. It's a different beast. But nonetheless, it's a different year. It's a different year. Not too cold. It shouldn't be too stiff. Should get a little kick. That's all I'm saying.
Man, them boys gonna heat it up, man. London Goggins, smacker, real smacker. That's what the S stand for. It don't stand for safety. It stands for smacker. You got Damari Clemens, Riley Drew, Eric Johnson. Them the one who I like. I mean, I like London the most out of all of them, but my favorite football player out of all of them in the secondary is RJ Isaac. I think he's still committed to Georgia Southern, bro. Complete dog. They got too much firepower on Grayson, man, on their defense. The offense, they'll probably try to figure it out as the game goes. I can see them beating Carrollton like 17-7, 14-0. I see them taking shut out.
I can't go shut out, man. I can't go shut out. A field goal or something, not a shutout. But like I said, I'm picking Carrollton in a close one. I'm gonna say 21-17, man. 21-17. Grayson gonna come down. They get two touchdowns, probably a defensive touchdown. You never know. And a field goal. I'm gonna ride with Ryan Mosley, and I'm gonna ride with the mismatch of the game, Peyton Zachary.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one, man. I'm going Grayson. Good team. I ain't seen them a lot this year, but years past I've always went for the spring. I've always went to a game or two. And I got full confidence in the coaching staff, man. No disrespect to Coach Joey. I know he's a good coach as well, man. But I think that team ready, and them coaches are young. When you got a coach Bearfield, state championship experience winning, when you got a coach Sikowski, championship, head coach winning experience, their defensive coordinator knows how to adjust, one of the best ones in the state. Championship winning experience. Their young head coach, Satavius Bryant.
Yeah. Leader of the YNs, baby. Leader of the YNs. He don't cut his hair. I want to grow that thing back out and get the little twisties back. But yeah.
Exactly. So when you got that, bro, like I feel like, you good. And then you couple that with, the thing what people don't talk about, what you alluded to, with Grayson, they had the talent, but they got the coaching too.
Yeah, they do.
It's a rare combination to have both. Like you go look at all these teams, and I ain't gonna say no names, got the talent, but they ain't got the coaching.
Come on, Wesley.
Bro, but Grayson really has the best combination, man. But it's gonna be interesting, like how does CJ Sarver deal with that adversity? You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be hitting that game, right? Or do they go back to the senior quarterback? You know what I'm saying? And let him do rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna go with one? That's my biggest question with Carrollton. Are you gonna go with both? Or are you gonna go with just one in this game?
It's crunch time. That boy gonna get 2 drives, man. Christian Cypher all the way, man.
Right.
That boy, look at their stats. Bro.
No, I know you're right. I'm not disagreeing. I know Cypher's gonna get it. I'm just saying if you coach Jordan, let's say you need a spark, it's 14-0, how you predicted you. What you gonna do in that situation? You go to another quarterback, or do you let your freshman kind of stick out?
Cypher in his eyes, I'm gonna say your little young ass better figure this shit out. Now get on the field. You're like, coach, I don't even shave yet. Shut the hell up. Your first hair about to grow under your underarms today, boy.
I'm dead, man. You were
funny. Your chin strap.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm going Grayson, man. I think they got everything they need. Jonathan Stafford's my X factor in that one. He's had a great season. Nobody's been talking about 2026.
Number 2?
I think so. He's number 2.
He came from Miami?
No. He came from Arthur a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, really good though, man. Watch out for that kid. He's gonna be one to watch in this game, man. But going Grayson. So Bacon, you by yourself, Carrollton.
What's your prediction? What's your score prediction?
I think a close one, man. I'm gonna go 21-7, Grayson.
21-7, Grayson. Okay.
Grayson.
Okay. Hey, man,
All right, man. Let's hit the
this is
next
the
one.
first time I've been on my own path during these picks.
Yeah, we'll see if you're right. You never know. All right, man. Douglas County and Buford. Who want to start?
Hey man, BTA, get what they be doing with the belts?
Yeah.
Yeah, BTA for the second time in a row. This time they ain't gonna put them little ninth graders in the game. That's how they started coming back last time. I was at that game. They gonna keep them ninth graders out the game. The whole game. BTA, Buford by 3 touchdowns. Douglas County can't stop the run to save their grandma life. And that's all Buford do. Let's go. Wolves.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to second that motion, man. I think Beaver's gonna come down. I'm gonna say Beaver's gonna win the game for sure. For them to have to come back and win by the hair on their chin over North Cobb, that says a lot, man. I thought that team would have been, a little more prepared coming in. So for that reason, I'm gonna go Buford.
Yeah, I think it speaks to the resolve of the team. You know what I'm saying? Good comeback, obviously, by Douglas County. But when you win a game like that, sometimes you go to the next game, you're a little tired. Not necessarily physically tired, but mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because you had to go through all that to come back. Dramatic victory. You're a little burnt out, and I think Buford's fresh. They just beat the pulp out of Newton, 34-14. I think Buford and for Coach Applin, this is a big year for them, right? They got to at least get to a state championship, and maybe even better and win it. They pay for that big stadium, all that money. They want to win. They're not playing.
They in that stadium. That's City of Buford. City of Buford.
Well, City of Buford. You know what I mean, Jew. City of Buford play for it. They want their head coach to win, though. You know what I'm saying? There's big expectation when you get a stadium like that.
Hey, Coach App, you the only brother getting broken off under the table. You better go win this damn game.
Well, there you go. Big game coming up for Buford. I'm leaning on the running game for them, and obviously they DBs. Tyree Green will be one to watch in that one. For the Wolves, win that one.
Tyree Green. Dog.
Yes, sir. Dog. All right, let's keep it rolling. Walton, Valdosta. I'll start, man. I'm going Valdosta. As I told y'all earlier, I don't think they're going to be able to stop that two-headed monster. Like I said, great year for Walton, and great year for Coach Bruner. Deserves to be head coach of the year, in my opinion, for what he's been able to done with not as talented of a roster he's had in years past. But I think they meet their match when they play Valdosta on the road, 4-hour trip. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm going with Valdosta.
That's a long ride.
Coming all the way from Cobb County, just get that BTA. Yep, I'm going Valdosta. They won East, but Walton ain't supposed to be making it this far. They just happy to be here at this point.
These are facts. Yeah, I'm rolling with Valdosta too. I will say Jude Cascone had a pretty decent game. Couple batted balls at the line, so that was tough. But it's not gonna be enough. Not enough.
There you have it. All right, we'll keep that one short and simple. Valdosta across the board. All right, let's go 5A. Woodward Academy and Thomas County Central. Drew, you start us off.
Damn. Ryan Harrigan, you had a good season, boy. Blake Stewart, way to go out in your senior year. You had a good season. I salute you.
Do that again. Do this.
He did slow it this time.
I'm waiting to do the fast one.
That boy got some military training. That boy.
Hey, man. This shit is over with. It was a good run, guys. Y'all got to get y'all ass whooped by 35 minimum. Thomas County Central just got the indoor facility. They're going to throw a party in it after they get done. You know what I'm saying? Putting belt to ass. Thomas County Central.
Go ahead, Pick.
Nah, it's all right, fellas. Yeah, like you said, you had a good season. Made it this far. Basketball team looks good. You know what I mean? Some of y'all gonna transfer over, hit some layers, but nonetheless, they're gonna put on a show for y'all during the basketball season. So hang up the helmets, build the popcorn and the Snickers, and clap your hands for the teammates on the basketball side of things, because you better go home. I agree with you, man.
Yeah, man, I'm with y'all. Great job by you, Drew, pointing out the two players to watch out for, Blake Stewart and obviously Ryan Harrigan. But yeah, man, I don't see them blocking that defensive front. Cameron Brooks, he just decommitted from California. They fired their head coach, Justin Wilcox. That's a big name. I mean, anybody in the state that want him, that's somebody going to go get. Kid is an absolute stud. Coach Ma does a great job down there at TCC. Jalen Johnson's having a great year. We just talked about him and his top performance. You got Christian Deuce Watkins, he's going obviously to Wake Forest. Great running back for them. Jayden Dunbar. I can go on Jabari Watkins, 2027 class. They got safeties. They got everything you need down there. Just go down there, give them a call. You know what I'm saying? And be able to, hey, coach, I want to. You got a DB for me? Yeah. Hey, you got a linebacker for me? Yeah. You got a defensive end for me? Yeah. I don't see it.
You got a dead eagle for me?
Yeah.
They on their way.
So yeah, man, TCC by a mile, man. They should win that one pretty handily. All right,
I
man.
just saw Jabari. What's his name? You say his name? Jabari Watkins?
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw his highlight for about 3 or 4 days ago. I'm like, damn, this kid good. Then I put his name in on Google. I'm like, damn, they already know about him. They say good too. They got a 2028 corner. He ran 11-1 in the 109th grade. He's like 6 feet, 6'1". He's good. He's good. He's good. Thomas County Central got some really, really good players. That's for me just seeing their highlights and stuff.
Facts. They got dogs, bro. They got dogs. All right, let's keep going. This is an interesting one. Big, I'm gonna start with you, man. Roswell and Sequoia.
Oh my God,
that's a hell of a game.
Oh man.
I'm gonna roll with Roswell on this one, man. I like Will Rejecki at Sequoia. I just think after Roswell's comeback win, right, over Gainesville, I just think that's something they continue to build off of with confidence, and they've shown that throughout the direction of this playoffs to this point. So I'm gonna think Roswell keeps the train rolling for another week and wins over Sequoia.
Drew? There you
Look,
go, Roswell.
Rejecki. Look, man, let you know, you sign that scholarship to go to Memphis, your coaches might not be there 30 days after you sign. Just putting that out there. A lot of head coaching vacancies right now. So, but I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Big Memphis, man. I put my faith in Will Rejecki. I'm going with Sequoia, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one as well, man. I'm gonna go Will Rejecki and Sequoia. I like Michael Fountain as a name to know on the defensive side of the ball for Sequoia. Really good linebacker, underrated, hard hitter, man. Flow sideline to sideline, he can cover, do a little bit of everything. Only reason I say I'm going with them, I don't know if they can stop Will Rejecki for 4 quarters. Right, defense has struggled a little bit this year. We've seen the shootout game with them in Milton that came towards the end. You don't want them kind of games with Sequoia, if I'm being humbly honest, right? That's a team you want to kind of slow down early on. I don't see them really having the answers to kind of slow him down. Now, Trey Smith can put up points. He's a good quarterback. They got a good receiving core. Drew highlighted one of their receivers earlier this year. Good offensive line, but I don't think they're going to be able to do that for 4 quarters. So I'm going Sequoia big time.
Yeah, Sequoia is like a Marist type team. It's like, but they got Will Rejecki though. Like, dang, man, ain't really got nobody, but they keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Put Gainesville out in the first round last year. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I think Will Rejecki might be on something, dog. That was crazy. Hey, the way what he does, I think he has over 30 touchdowns this year, bro. He got the stamina to just keep playing. But yeah, I'm gonna just go with them just based off of their track record of upsetting people.
And boy, that ginseng.
Yeah, he different, bro. He is different. All right, man. Gainesville Hughes. Obviously, this one's still TBD to see after this appeal. But what do you guys think? Who comes out in this one?
Hughes.
I was gonna go with Langston Hughes, regardless.
Okay. Both players is going with Hughes. All right. No other explanations on why.
Gainesville is just a disappointment.
Oh wow.
And they have a hard time stopping the run, despite having a 5. Hold on, bro. If you're gonna take a star from anybody, come on, bro. They took a star away from Tyler Axton on 247.
What?
Yes, bro. He a 4-star now. I'm like, have y'all lost y'all damn mind? Steve Wilfont, whatever the hell your name is, you nerd. Man, me and Tyler Axton gonna pull up to your front door tomorrow, bro.
Wrong company, though. Wrong company. He with Rivals.
Oh, he with Rivals. Well,
Yeah,
Steve, you got your back too, because if I go on that website and I see 4 stars, you gonna get this shit too. Who what's the name?
Let me help you out. Let me give you some of the names. Okay, so for Rivals /0-3, it's Charles Power.
No, 247. I need 247.
Okay, hold on.
Is that Chad? Chad, you
It
from
ain't
Forest Park, bro.
But ain't Chad
What's
Simmons.
wrong with you? Me
Chad
and
is
Tyler,
Roberts as well.
Tyler Axton from Decatur is right there by Forest Park. We coming to see your ass tomorrow, bro.
In the morning, early.
Early in the morning. I'm talking about like 7, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Bro, what? Like, come on,
That's
man.
crazy, bro.
I forgot what we was talking about. I just got real mad.
It's Andrew Ivins. Okay, that's the guy for 247.
Oh. That's the one that blessed Terry's favors with the 4-star. I'm come see your ass anyway, bro. What the hell you doing?
The names, they do the scouting. They do the rankings.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh.
Bro.
They still got him as the number 1 linebacker in the country.
No.
Who's better?
They got Xavier Griffin from Gainesville over him.
They've had that for the longest though for 247.
Bro, he's not that, dog. He don't stand out in no games. Bro, Gainesville can't stop the run. He's the middle linebacker. You can't say the D-line not good. Number 11 is pretty good. He committed to Alabama. Don't even know his name. I just
Jamari Matthews.
Yeah, he stood out. He pretty good.
They got Aiden King too.
Number 1 is the best player. Oh, yeah, Aiden. Yeah, so the D-line's good, so you can't say they just getting rolled back into your ass. Number 1, Marshall Leonard is the best one on that D-line. He had a torn ACL last year. He's a dog. He's a Division I player to me. Somebody gonna get him. He gonna hit the portal and transfer up if he don't go D1 off the bat. So hey man, they should have took a star away from him. He don't do leg day, and he won in that video beating nobody up. Real 5 stars knock people out. Man, come on, man.
And get suspended.
Man, what the hell? What the hell are we talking about before this, bro?
Talking about the pigs. Let's keep rolling.
Oh, Langston Hughes and yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I can't.
Be Langston.
Let's go Rome, Jackson County. Who y'all got?
Rome.
Yeah, the fuck. Hey, miscellaneous team. You're not about to do this back to back. Y'all are not Frosted Flakes. Y'all look sprinkle leaves or something. Y'all some off-brand cereal. Y'all not doing this back to back now. We're gonna go with Rome.
Okay.
What's that one with the chicken on it?
I know it's a Kellogg cereal. I know what you're talking about. It got with the green.
Yeah, with no sugar on it.
Yeah. Y'all brand
chat as well. Private chat.
All right.
All right, let's keep rolling. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna start with you, Drew, on this one, man. Creekside, Lithonia, man. Go ahead. I heard Lithonia's already been chirping a little bit too, man. So, yeah, what you think? Uh-oh.
Lithonia, it's been good knowing you, buddy.
Who they got this week?
Creekside.
Oh, it's over with.
Hey, they had this, bro. It's this dude who don't even coach there, bro. He went there. I think he might have been the strength coach at one point in time. He was talking crazy. He's like, man, yeah, we come Creekside. We ain't scared of y'all. Da, 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 da. One of the coaches from Creekside sent me the video of this man talking shit. He was like, yeah, they about to get this MLK treatment. I'm like, bro, he's not even affiliated with the damn team. Yeah, Lithonia, y'all, hey, man. It was a good season. So my advice to y'all, don't continue talking shit. Because instead of school buses leaving that game, that's going to be carrying y'all off. Y'all going to need some fucking hearses. You know what a hearse is? It's the shit they have at a fucking funeral. So y'all chill out with all that talking. Y'all lost to Southwest Cab lost to Carver. Chill the hell out.
Hey, man, supposed to get a little emotion. He might have a little something in his cup. You know what I mean?
I don't even think we should be picking for this game. I think we should just skip it.
Score predictions. It can't get like MLK bad. Though. I'm thinking like maybe 40, 50 at the max, 60. Yeah,
Why it can't? Why it can't?
MLK.
Everybody get a score prediction. I'm gonna go last. Everybody give a score prediction.
All right, I'll go first. I'm gonna say, let's say 17-55.
MLK had more. There were more forced fumbles. MLK had more fumbles on offense than they had completed passes when they played Creekside.
That's bad business.
You don't want to throw that out there. You want to change your score prediction?
I'm gonna rock with 1755, brother.
All right, Naj, what you think it's gonna be?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like 68-10.
Y'all really think they're gonna score?
Then they can score. Yeah,
I give him 2 touchdowns.
they can score, man. No, they got scrubs. They got good
I'm gonna
players,
say,
man.
if it was a regular season game, 84-0.
Man, I ain't gonna.
84-0 regular season. But since it's a playoff game, and when they get up, they be like, okay, we ain't trying to get nobody hurt. I'm gonna go 42-0. I think they're gonna chill out. They ain't gonna beat the shit out of them like they really can. They gonna be like, we up. We ain't trying to get no Brunswick fight. Them East Side boys is like that. They will fight you. So we're not gonna keep scoring on them. We're not gonna risk any suspensions. We're not gonna risk any injuries. It's 42-0. We chilling. That's what. So if it was a regular season game, 84-0.
that was a great answer.
Bro, this shit gonna get bad. It's gonna be 42-0.
How many fumbles you? Over or under 5 fumbles?
It's probably gonna be 2 fumbles in the first half. It's gonna be 42-0 at halftime.
I don't know.
And people gonna be like, "Oh my God, you talking shit about our program?" Hold on. Y'all were mad at hell when Marcus said 60-0 versus MLK, and MLK were undefeated. MLK went toe to toe with North Oconee. They only got 2 losses on the season. Well, they got 1 loss and 1 ass whooping on the season. It was 69-0 with a running clock. It was 35-0 in the first quarter. Creekside is really like that.
They like
Texas,
that.
DeSoto still has a top 10 ranking in Texas. They only got 2 losses on the season. They are in the hunt to win the state championship. And Rome is still in the playoffs last time I checked. We just did a pick.
Jackson County. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they probably going to beat them and go to the semifinals in 5A. And Creekside came back on them running the ball. They ran for damn near 500 yards in that game. Creekside is actually like one of the top teams in the country. They deserve a national ranking. And they beat Grayson like 3 or 4 years ago.
I said 55-17, bro. That's a good.
They're not scoring 17 points.
I said 10. I gave them 10.
10? They can't kick field goals. This is an East Side team. They go for 2 every damn extra point. They don't have no field goal kickers enough. They barely got a soccer team.
I can't.
42-0 by halftime. And the score
These
not
type
gonna
of
change.
games should be on TV, man. I'm sorry.
Nah. Well, let's talk about the TV game that's going to be on TV, man. Cartersville Kales. We keep rolling. We don't keep Coach Everhart too long.
And Cartersville gonna beat the dog shit
wait.
out of Kell. But before we even get there, I got Cartersville by 4 touchdowns.
Who you said was going to beat the dog crap out of Kell?
Cartersville.
Oh, boy, you going to go viral. All right, Cartersville for you. Go ahead, Bacon.
I'm rolling with Cartersville, man. Them boys look good.
Yeah, them boys different, man. I love Kell. You know what I'm saying? I love their running game. What they got this year, Brock Burris had that walk-off touchdown. Cartersville's the truth, bro. I mean, there's so many names you can go with. I told y'all about a name he blowing up right now, Maddox Davis, 2028 wide receiver. They got a cornerback that's really elite, man. Give me that name, Jew. I can't think I'm talking about. Caden Kent, top dude. I think next year, Jew, he gonna really take the step forward. And be that guy, man. He's special. So they got that. They got a running game, Tyon Cole, Russell, who's a veteran for them, man. Brady Marchese, we need to talk about him. Yeah, I got Cartersville.
Oh,
I just think it's gonna be.
I say this: Kell has better players. They got a better roster. And they gonna get the dog shit beat out of them. Bro, I think the score is going to be 35-7.
You said 35-27?
35-7.
Oh, 35-2. Oh, okay.
You struggle with Southwest DeKalb? Okay. Got it.
Well, I think I'll pull up more of a fight. Kill coaches that watch the show. You know what I'm saying? I just think Cartersville, they don't. You know what I'm saying?
And before any of you coaches decide that you want to be mad at me, wait till after the game for the final score to determine if you're going to be mad at me or not. If y'all get y'all ass whooped, be mad at yourself.
Chaz, we're gonna need some explanation behind that story post, brother. We seen that, brother. You seen
What
that?
was the story post?
What we talked about in the group chat.
Man, I got two phones. I
Yeah.
don't even be getting half of the
I know you're
messages.
talking about Bacon. Yeah, we
Yeah,
talk about it. We talk about it off the show. Talk about it off the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, let's be messy. Let's talk about it on the show. Not just play.
Off the show. We'll leave that. We'll leave that there. All right, man. Let's go. Central Carrollton Benedictine, man. Bacon, I'll start with you.
Man, it's really tough not to pick against Central Carrollton. But I'm a lean Benedictine. I'm gonna say they're more of a better complete team. You know what I mean? They got Bubba Watson, Bubba Frazier. But it's tough to pick against Central Carrollton. I'm gonna roll with Benedictine, man. I think they're a more complete team, like I said, man. But shout out to J.R. Harris, man. I hope you throw for 400, my friend.
Yeah, they got that commit to Texas Tech, I believe it is, Stephen Cannon.
Yeah, that's true. And they got, you know what I mean, the running backs too, the mantra. I mean, what's his last name? The Walton brothers too as well. And they may be able to control the ground game, control the clock. You know what I mean? They got good coaching down there at Central. But like I said, man, Benedictine just got more bullets in the chamber.
Got you. I'll make mine quick then throw to Jew. I'm going Central Carrollton. I got upset. The reason I do is the running game. Jasez Walton and Joe Nas committed to Notre Dame. They don't take just anybody. Shout out to our boy from Mississippi, Mikael Steffen, just picked up a Notre Dame offer. Major offer for him. So salute to him. But yeah, I'm going Central Carrollton upset. A reason I think they can control the clock enough. I feel like Benedictine is more of a team that likes to pass instead of kind of throttle you down with the run. So when you have that in the game, let's say they go up, have a nice start 14-0, I feel like they can run the ball and get ahead. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Now, obviously, it'll be tough. Benedictine does have a good team. You know about LaDamian Guyton, you know, what he's been able to do this year. So can they block him? It's going to be the big question to establish a run in that game. If they have an answer for him, they should be able to do a couple of things. But I'm going to still go with Central Carrollton.
They're on the road, bro, right? Central Carrollton? Okay.
They're on the road. Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Y'all might have similar colors, but y'all not the same. Y'all about to drive, 3 hours?
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, y'all about to drive about 3 hours. Yeah. Stephen Cannon, he was running the open 200 at the track meet, the big, yeah. He was the only white boy in the 200 at state. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the military school. They're boarding school too, huh?
Think so?
Yeah. Everybody put them up.
I can't. All right, let's get rolling, man. We can do these. Norfolk Coney, Marist, man. Who want to start?
Marist, I just go with Marist. North Oconee, man, y'all, what y'all did to get the MLK? That's embarrassing. I'm going with Marist.
I'm gonna have to second that motion, brother.
Yeah, I'm with y'all too, man. I'm going Marist. I think, you know, just physicality at 18, no disrespect to Norfolk Coney, no Kamari Brooks anymore. He got injured early in the year, out for the season. I think Marist will be ready. Jack Richardson's named on the defensive line. They're gonna run the ball. Long tenure head coach Alan Chadwick. I think Marist gets their revenge and beats Norfolk Coney, man. So I'm rolling with them. All right.
Yeah, y'all don't have Kamari Brooks to get 4 tackle for loss on one drive no more. Y'all gonna, hey, you think you praying before the game gonna do something? Marist praying too. That's Christian school. Level playing field.
Do you have it? All right, next one, man. Jefferson Cairo.
Ugh, this is an ugly game. I'm gonna pick Jefferson up.
I'm gonna go Jeff.
Yeah, I'm going.
No.
No. I gotta win this week. I'm going Jefferson too, man. It's been impressive what they're doing. They're 11-1. They lost Max Brown early in the season. They've been very impressive. And they even know their true freshman has been stepping up big for them. That CJ Hayes is playing running back for them, probably both sides as well. That's going to be one to watch in that game for Jefferson, but I got them beating Cairo.
Hayes or Hayes?
Hayes.
All right.
Hayes.
All right, next one. 45-23 early in the season. Cairo, what the hell's wrong with y'all?
Cairo, yep. It sure did. Bacon, I'm going to start with you, man. Stevenson LaGrange.
Stevenson. I like Stevenson in this one. I mean, it's tough again. This can go either way, but that defense is legit. You know what I mean? They're gonna get upfield. That quarterback they're gonna make Dylan really be accurate with that football. I just think that defensive line may get him a little flusher early, though he's a senior-related quarterback. I think that pass rush is going to get him, you know what I'm saying, give him a little antsy early, get him the forced passes and forced throws when it's crunch time. And Jaden Johnson, Anthony Booker, consistent force to been all season. And once they get up, they're not going to give that lead back. So for that reason, I'm rolling with the Jags.
Yeah, I second that notion. I'm going with Stevenson too. I think the defensive line is going to be key. If they can do that and stop the run, they have a chance to win. And also those players you mentioned on offense, Anthony Booker, Jane Johnson, they should be good to go. Going with Stevenson as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stevenson. I seen LaGrange play against North Clayton. I mean, they spanked North Clayton, but I mean, who doesn't spank North Clayton? Stevenson lost to North Clayton. But hey, I'm gonna go with Stevenson, man. LaGrange just look awful versus North Clayton, man. But I mean, shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stevenson. LaGrange might win. I'm gonna go with Stevenson.
You all over the place. All right, let's keep going. The game that you might be at, Bacon, unless you change your mind. Sandy Creek, Douglas, Atlanta. Pretty good one. You got it now.
Oh, yeah. They got 2 transfers from Sandy Creek. Douglas.
Trey Olive.
Yeah, and Zaylen. I think is his name. And they said we going at Corey Hadley. His hip stiff.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good one.
One of y'all gonna get CTE after this game, boy. Because you know you said it.
They can't put up no points though, man. Douglas got a good offense, but they're gonna struggle to put up points up against that Sandy Creek defense. You know what I mean? Just talked about Corey Hadley. You know what I mean? They got a whole slew. You know what I'm saying? Little Rod Smith. You know what I mean?
Dana Greenhouse, Nathan Holston.
You know what I mean? Evan Harvey, JT Austin, the whole crew, man. So for that reason, man, they're not gonna be able to keep it with the offense. So Sandy Creek a lot to a little. Go Patriots.
Hey man, I don't think Sandy Creek coaching staff is aggressive enough. I don't think the offensive play calling or the defensive play calling is aggressive enough to where it doesn't match their talent level. You putting up points, you should be throwing deep shots. Bro, I'm talking about deep shots with Amari Latimer and Corey Hadley. They don't get that, bro. Corey Hadley don't get. We talking about one of the best players in the country, not the state. He do not get the ball enough at receiver. Ole Miss offered him as a receiver. Notre Dame offered him as a receiver. Throw the boy the ball. Damn. You got Caleb Hill. You can run the whole offense through him like they do with Trey Smith at Roswell. He can do that. He's big, he's fast. And then you got Amari Latimer. Y'all should be running more plays, putting up more points. Sandy Creek has the capability to blow Douglas and Atlanta out 63 or 70-0, but they're not gonna do it. I'm gonna go with like 35-7. And the defensive play calling, they don't play man enough in blitz. That's the best secondary you'll ever have in your life. You'll never get one like this ever again. So go ahead and play man, play aggressive. You got the D line. Come on, man. You got the D line to bring one extra guy every time. As long as your guys are one-on-one, you gonna win in the run and the pass. Nobody's just
set up.
Yeah. I think they need to call plays like Creekside call plays, but I got Sandy Creek beating the shit out of Douglas.
There it is. All right, let's keep rolling, man. Carver, Atlanta, Sumter County. I'll start this one. I'm going upset. Going Sumter County. Ismael Jones, I believe in. Sumter County is the real deal, man. They got a squad. They can run the ball. They can throw it. They can pass it. I like Sumter County a lot, man. I'm going with Sumter County with an upset win. I think they'll have a plan for a superstar player. Not saying they're going to stop them, but I think they're going to try to key in on them from the film. Really good coaching staff. Sumter County upset.
Go ahead,
I feel so disrespected.
Of course you feel disrespected.
I'm superstitious. I want Carver to win, so I'm gonna bet against them. I'm gonna pick Sumter County, but to say some stuff like, "Oh, we're gonna key in on them and stuff," you think they don't know who getting the ball? You think every week? You think these folks don't know who getting the ball? Think about this. At what point during the game when somebody has 473 yards, you be like, you know what? I think they're giving the ball to number 3. You can't stop this shit. I got Red going for over 200 yards in this game. I'm picking something because I want Carver to win.
I gotta go something here, man. Don't have too much.
And I think Pierce County is better than something.
Wow. Okay.
There you have. Got Coach CJ.
Y'all might have seen that 7-8 game against Carver Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, he trained half of Sandy Creek. Literally. Probably trained like 20 people for Sandy Creek. But y'all might see that 7 County game against Carver Columbus. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They lost by 1 point. They was in it. No, the game was rainy. It was muddy. And they played in better conditions. Carver Columbus probably would have took off on them. Something ain't nothing about without DeMonte Reeves, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it? All right, let's keep it rolling, man. Hayville Charter in Morgan County.
I'm gonna go with Morgan County. I think Hayville good enough to beat them. I will say that. I think Hayville can beat them and should beat them, but I'm gonna go with Morgan County.
I'm what you do. I'm going Morgan County too. I think the coaching's better.
Split hairs here. I'm gonna go Hayville Charter.
Oh wow.
Like the athletes
And
on
you got
that
to
team.
Morgan County, bro. Like, oh god, I think that's gonna be something that messed them up right there.
That's a good area though. Morgan County got some athletes.
They do. All right, we'll leave that there. Let's go Carver, Columbus, and Thompson. I'm going Carver, and I'm going with Jimmy. Sir, Carver, Atlanta, buddy. I mean Carver, Columbus.
Nah, for sure. Definitely. To the state championship and beyond.
You, who you got?
Tristan Givens.
That's all I need to know. Texas A&M commit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dropping that bag on them. Look, anybody who can win this early in the game, they talking about money.
They recruiting the hell out of our state, bro.
Bro, Aaron Gregory, Tristan, they got three
Bryce
more.
Perry Wright. Bryce
Right.
Perry Wright. Yeah, they lost. They had 4, but they lost Jordan Carter.
Breeze, yeah.
Or they probably told him they was going out.
Yeah, because he seen who else was going. He like, man, shit, man, I ain't gonna get no playing time. The hell, you got Tristan and Bryce. Oh man, I'm riding the bench the whole way. They in the same class as me.
I see 13 and a half sacks, boy. Shout out to JB.
Man, the only thing he was gonna be doing at Texas A&M was this: lean your head back.
I can't, bro.
You good? You want another one? Bryce
Hell,
gonna-
bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ready to go beat people.
All right, let's keep going, man. Burke County,
and KJ Green. Who KJ Green committed to for Stevenson?
2027. He still got a lot of time. He just announced his top 10.
Oh, okay. I thought you
No,
were
wait,
going Texas A&M too.
Nah, 2027.
Okay.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. All right, Rockmart, Burke County.
Route Mark.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
Rockmart.
Tucker Parson, name to know, man. Stud. Absolute stud this year. And obviously that receiver you mentioned too, Jew.
Yeah, Gavin Green.
Gavin Green. All right, a couple more if we bring on Coach. Hurd County, Fitzgerald.
Hurd County.
Hurd County.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm going to go Hurd County too, man. Ethan Tisdale, player to watch in that one. They having a good year. Obviously,
Zay Moreland.
Zay Moreland. Got to go with Coach Tinker's son.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
I gotta see if he's playing. I think he probably is though.
Sure. All right, next one, Northeast Macon, Toombs County, man. I'm going true freshman.
Toombs County.
Toombs.
Y'all got that. I'm going with Northeast Macon, man. Going with that
Man,
true freshman.
that's the freshman, right? Freshman quarterback.
He like that.
He's been playing good though.
He like
He ain't
that.
ready for Toombs. He ain't ready
He
for
ready
Toombs.
for Toombs. Watch, you'll see. All right, Pepperell, Rabin County. We go through this.
Pepper.
Raven County.
I'm gonna go Pepperell. Pepperell's been very impressive. Who you had, Bacon? You said Raven?
Pepper.
Pepperell. Okay, you said Raven. You said you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Pepperell as well. I think Pepperell having a good year. All right, Brooks County, Lincoln County.
Brooks.
Lincoln.
I'm going Lincoln too. You're going Brooks. Cool. Glad we're going through this quick. A lot of picks. All right, Bowden versus Jenkins County.
Bowden.
Howdy.
All right, I'm going Bowden as well. All right, a couple more before we finish. Athens Academy, Great Atlantic
Athens
Christian.
Academy. Keon Standiford.
Yeah, we'll go Athens Academy.
Who gonna stop Keon, man? You can't stop Keon. I can't stop Keon. You can't stop Keon. She can't stop Keon. My dog can't stop Keon. Let's go.
All right, man. Player to watching that one, the quarterback having a good year too, man. Chapman. Give him some love as well. But go Athens Academy as well. All right. Prince Avenue Christian and Hebron.
Fellowship Christian. No, you said who?
Hebron.
Prince Avenue and Hebron. You hell, bro. I heard you thinking. You said you go with Hebron. All right. Yeah,
I'm going with the midgets.
Hebron?
I'm going with the midgets, yeah.
Okay.
They gonna run all over.
Oh, the midgets, bro. What?
They are midgets. 7 and 17. They're like 5'5" and like 4'8".
You hell, man. I'm going Prince Ave, man. I believe in Ben Musser. I believe in Andrew Beard, man. CJ Dockery, Hudson Hill. Them boys are together. I'm going with Prince Ave. Wolverine.
Brett Mucinex.
You said who?
You going with Brett Mucinex?
Why you calling that boy that?
I know it's cold outside, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know you need the medicine that bad.
Hey, you got a medicine in the backfield, man.
Midgets don't get sick. At least these two don't. Strong immune system. It compensates for their lack of height. 180 yards each.
We'll see, man. Prince Avenue get their revenge, man. They lost to Hebron twice last year. I don't see that happening again. All right.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did. Fellowship at Savannah Christian.
And Max Steve gonna shut it down by himself. Let's go. Let's go.
Who else?
Max, safety. You gonna have over 100 tackles again this year.
Fellowship at Savannah.
Fellowship.
I think that's the best private school team in Georgia, huh? Ain't they ranked number 1 or something like that?
One top ones. I'm going Savannah Christian.
They don't have LaDamian Guyton no more.
They don't.
Nope.
So okay.
No bueno.
Far right. No bueno. It's far right.
You know.
I mean, this is a private school. They're not riding anywhere. I mean, they're gonna ride in a plane, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't driving. It's Fellowship Christian we talking about.
They're not
they're
flying.
Taking the PJ. They're taking the PJ. Yeah, they're taking the PJ. Savannah got a landing strip down there. Them boys gonna be at their game in 25 minutes.
That'd be a cheat code if some team does that for real.
They do it.
I can't. But all right, y'all. That's gonna conclude our game picks, man. We'll go through it next week, see how people fared, and we preview the semifinals, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. We got a big interview coming up. Drew, we know you don't like the interviews always, so we appreciate you coming on, brother.
I gotta take Red to what's the name? But before we go,
Freestyle, we finna beat the shit out of these folks. You don't feel that tomorrow. And the east side coming, I want y'all to know. Well, we ain't never scared of nothing. We come to the south side, we want some of that now. All that record break, freestyle, we on that. Tell them we coming to beat. I know, they want me to say we coming to beat. I'm not, no we not. We coming with that bullshit. I'm letting you know that now. We want some of that ad creek side. We don't care about none of that record shit. That shit don't mean none of us. We don't really care about
man, fuck all that, man. Let's go, man. Let's have a game right now.
Right. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Right?
We said we ain't coming at peace. We coming on that bullshit.
All right. No comment on that one. Don't get. Hey, all I'm gonna say, you gonna get what you asking for. That's all I'm saying.
1755.
Yeah. What I said, 68-10. Let me go 80-10. Go 80-10.
Lithonia, y'all been not. I mean, he don't got nothing to do with this. This man do not coach at the school.
They seen the video though. That's all that matters.
He don't got no. Oh yeah, they have. He don't got no son at the school. None of that. Yeah. If no players is talking shit, they need to look. If the players talking shit, Creekside, my boys. I know y'all watching this. That's what I want you to do. This the method. Screenshot all the shit talking in the game. When it's time to ask the coach, do you want to accept the running clock? Bring all those screenshots back to the coach. And be like, nah. You and I want y'all to record it. So you're gonna accept this running clock. You gotta have the camera right up in the face like that. You gonna accept the running clock? I like
It's tough.
Lithonia coaching staff. I like Lithonia. I picked up. I thought they was gonna go 7-3. They went 8-2. I said it's gonna make a playoff run. Nobody didn't believe me. But I did not know they was gonna run into these motherfuckers right here.
Can't, man. But all right, Drew. We appreciate you coming on, brother. We're gonna talk to you soon, man.
All right, man. I see y'all at Lithonia funeral.
All right, brother.
All right, brother. Hell, bro. All right, Bacon, you got on the interviewer. Tell Coach Dakari, man, we sorry for him coming on so late, man. Had to get through the game pace, but it's your interview, so I'll throw the mic to you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is a trailblazer, you know what I'm saying, in its own right. I'm sure everybody's seen the very touching, inspirational story of Serena and Venus Williams' father, King. I can't remember his name right now, but you know what I'm saying. But Mr. Everhard, Dakari Everhard is it's been an image of what their father did, what he's doing for Braylon. And if you're a parent out there who needs any insight or any, I'm saying, words of encouragement, just betting on yourself, betting on your story, you know what I'm saying, he's the man, the myth, the legend that's going to tell you how to do it step by step. So with that being said, we're going to bring on the man of the hour. How you doing, sir? Hold on, bud. What you doing? Probably clicked at the same time. There we go. I might have double clicked. My bad, but how you doing, sir?
Good. How y'all doing, man?
I'm good, man. Can't complain. Appreciate you coming on and giving us some of your time, man.
Oh, it's all good, man. Before we get started, you see the shirt. Free Gainesville, man.
So you think if they win, they could beat Langston?
No, man. It was an unfortunate thing, man. That was the game that I was really looking forward to seeing in the dome. No rematch. Two good teams. Gainesville had a hell of a team, man. And it's unfortunate about what happened, though. But I like the coaches up there. I got some friends up there, so yeah, man. But just unfortunate incident, though.
Nah, definitely an unfortunate incident. You know what I mean? We'll see how it all pans out, and hopefully we can see a little something, man. But we understand
Right.
if the ruling goes to the opposite direction. But brother, we brought you on, man. Obviously, you know what I mean. But you guys have kind of gone viral. You and your son viral, whether it's been in numbers or just viral. Everybody knowing y'all. So I just want to hear from your side of the story, man. Why did you decide to take Braylon everywhere? You know what I'm saying? He's met 10s, not 20 college players. Now is running the college coaches. Is doing, you know what I'm saying, invite workouts at Missouri, different places. So just explain your vision of why you decided to do that.
You just basically, so how it starts is I got with this. That's why I got the shirt on. I got with a guy named Glenn Ford, who is the owner and CEO and founder of a group called I Dare You.
Mm-hmm.
And when Bray was 5 going on 6, he played Little League, and we was at Campbell Middle School, and I just started seeing some things that were sort of different. And then I reached out to a guy named Lee Anthony Williams Sr., who put me in contact with Coach Ford, and it kind of just took off from there, man. And so I asked a couple other people, to train Bray, and they was like, "Nah, we don't do little kids. He too young." But Coach Ford was really the guy that was like, "Man, I'll take him. I don't even care." And so, uh, that's kind of how we got started. But as far as your question is concerned, man, you just got to have a vision for what you want out of your kid, man, and out of the whole process. Nobody can really tell you what the vision is going to look like. You actually create what you want the vision to look like. And like you just said earlier, uh, that's my favorite movie. King Richard is my favorite movie because that was a guy that truly bet on his daughters. He believed in them. He didn't ask for permission to hey, could you train my kid? No, it was, hey, I know what I got. I know what I got. Whether you know it or not, I know what it looks like, what it's supposed to look like, and this is it. And so, just like him, when he's a scene when he takes him down to Florida, with a prominent tennis coach. But before he got there, he set the deal to bring his whole family with him.
Hmm.
And so the how the deal worked out was you got to take all of us. You just can't have one. You got to take us all. But he knew what he had though, and he believed in him. No matter if didn't nobody else believe in him, the dad definitely believed in him, and so I kind of just use that. And so I'm old enough to remember when Serena and Venus first came out. And that was the whole thing behind them that, oh, their dad was pushing them too hard. He was overbearing. How does this man from Compton know about tennis? But it's the same thing with me. I'm a school teacher. I'm not a professional coach. I didn't play professionally. I didn't even play in college, but I knew the vision that I wanted to have for my son, and with Coach Ford and I Dare You, that kind of sparked the whole thing, though. To be able to work out with professional guys, and that's what makes the program so different is there is no college only. It's not a high school only. It's if you want to work out, once those kids cross that white line, everybody's the same. Don't matter how old you are, what level you on, everybody's the same. And what it does is it gives the kids aspirations and ambition to play at the next level. So when we started, AJ was in his final year at Clemson, and um, that's when it kind of start for me anyway. Start being like, hold on, man, this thing kind of real. Like this kid finna go to the league. Xavier McKinney, the starting safety for the Packers, was out there. Michael Carter the second, he's with the Eagles now. He was with the Jets. He went in the fifth round. Like all these guys out there, Richie Grant,
Hmm.
uh, Tay Gowan, like everybody was out there, man. And so that's when it kind of started dawning on me, like, hey, man, this will kind of go somewhere, man, if you really just lock in on it and just stay with it. And then you asked me one night when you had came out there, um, like whose responsibility was it, the high school coach or the parents,
You're right.
to
Yeah.
get that kid recruited? 1,000% it's on the parent, man. It is on the parent. Nobody can have the vision or the dream for your child but you. That's it, man. And so, man, we just been fortunate to run into some really good people, really good parents that kind of showed us the way, well, showed me, the way of how to do things. And shout out to Dale Terrell, man. Dale is basically like a blueprint. He got AJ, he got Avion, and the things that I would just see him do with his boys. I just kept it. The same thing, man. And it originally started with Coach Carroll, who is Ahmad Batman Carroll's father. The head coach for ATL Elite Voodoo. You had Larry O on the other night, man, and um, his dad was my little league coach. He coached me at 10U. And I just never forgot that the way he was with Bat and his other son Yende, man. And he would coach our 10U team. He would go down and coach Bat's 8U team, go up to 12U with his other son Yende. Like, but he really believed in his son, man. And I never forgot that. I never forgot that. He was the one that really believed that Bat was really gonna go to the league as a little kid. Like nobody could, you couldn't tell coach that kid wasn't going to the league. And I never forgot that. That always stuck with me. And I always said, man, if I ever had a kid that was really talented like that, man, I was gonna use the same blueprint. The exact same blueprint, man. And through I Dare You and Coach Ford, man, I've just been fortunate enough to, meet some really good parents, some 5-star parents, and some good coaches along the way, man. And kind of, this thing I kind of just took off. And, we've just been fortunate. We've been blessed. And, just riding the wave, bro. Really just riding the wave, man, and just trying to get everything out of this that we can really get out of it, man. And so, that's really it, man. It just kind of started, like I said, one night at Campbell Middle School and in the scrimmage, and from that, I kind of noticed some stuff with Braylon, and I reached out to somebody who put me in contact with Coach Ford, and man, and We just been rolling ever since though.
So 100% now. So two things. It sounds like you are an avid watcher of the show, so brother, we appreciate you for watching this. Two, very observant. You talked about how you would just really just watch the Terrell's father, how they kind of move in today's world. To this for any information for parents that's really watching this, what would you say are some pitfalls they should look out for, and why should they take their child? You know what I mean? You've already kind of touched on it a little bit. Why should they just at an early age just take their child to these colleges and get them exposure? A lot of people would be like, nah, you really want to kind of go to these schools after you have already been reached out to by a coach. They're trying to initiate the relationship, but you've kind of taken it upon yourself to do it organically to where you got schools in the SEC, like that video we took Brady to talk to the one coach at Arkansas. That's a relationship that's already kind of built. Like, don't as long as
Oh
you don't go
yeah,
to LSU, you got a spot here at Arkansas. So the floor
right.
is yours. Mhm.
It's man, you trying to basically, that's just the way I was raised, man. By my mom, my grandparents, man. It's about dreaming. I just saw my mom yesterday, and she talked to me about that same thing, and I do that with my kids now. So I went to North Atlanta High School, but we're from Adamsville, which is on the west side. It's not too far from Cascade. It's
Mhm.
about a 40-minute ride from our house to North Atlanta High School, right? You can get on the expressway if that's what you want to do. It's a quicker way. But my mom would take us the street way though. If we missed a bus, she would take me to school the street way, and then the way you come once you come off of Bolton Road, you come up West Paces Ferry, North
Mhm.
Side Drive, man, and then she would always just say, "Man, this is time to dream now," and so I always just instill that in them, just dream big, and I always tell them even now, who am I to tell you that you can't play at Georgia? Like I'm nobody. Only the only thing is with a lot of parents, I just tell them, man, and I'm glad you asked me that because a lot of parents, what I see now online is everybody want to talk about NIL and scholarships and this, but really it comes down to work ethic. You got to instill that in there first, man. You're not going anywhere without work ethic and an insane mentality. Like what just happened with Cleveland, like they got now. Cleveland has they got now, man. Like the mentality that Shador has, that's what you got to start instilling in the kids early. But as far as like what you was talking about, just going places, man, you just show them that it's possible, really. You just
Yeah.
let them know, like, man, you can be in the same stadium. We was just at Georgia Saturday, man, and to see KJ out there, man. I remember seeing KJ at Buford, and to see him out there now, man, is amazing. The same thing with Juan Gaston, Bray, and Juan played at Ben Hill together. Juan was on 12U, Bray was on 6U, and to see that kid out there on Saturday, man, starting at right tackle, bro. But me and his dad always talked about that at the park, though. His dad saw that in him early. Man, that man told me back then. He said, man, that's my first rounder right there. He said the kid is gonna go, man. He said, man, the kid is gonna, make up, basically for, kind of what I didn't do, man. But he never put that pressure on him. But he saw that in that kid, man. And if anybody has not seen that kid in person, first round guy, first round guy, man. But is that's what it is, man. You got to instill that belief in them to let them know, man. You can be here too. You can be right here with everybody else, man. And it's, when you see those kids up close and in person, man, that's why I take them to let them know. Like, the only difference between those kids and a lot of other kids is they family and them decided to make a conscious decision to do the right thing. That's it. That's all it really is. It's no secret sauce to it, man. Those kids decided not to get in trouble, decided to go to school, get their grades, be respectful, listen to their parents, do what they're supposed to do on and off the field. And the same thing with the parents. They decided to buy all in with those kids, man. And now, man, it feels good to turn your TV on and see some of the same kids that Bray not trained with. Like when I saw North Carolina play Syracuse, to be able to watch Caleb Cost out there, number 21,
Yeah.
to be able to watch Marcus Allen, number 29. I remember when Caleb was at Sandy Creek. I
Hmm.
remember when Marcus was at Walton. But now Mark is going to the league. You know, Caleb, he'll be there shortly thereafter. You know, the same thing with Avion, man. When you turn on for Florida State and Clemson, you see Shamar New out there, number 15 for Florida State. I remember Shamar when he was at Centennial before he went to Carrollton. You know, and to see him now out there, same thing with Avion, man. I remember Avion being in middle school. In middle school before he got to Westlake, and now to see him up for the Thorpe Award finalist, you know, is like, hey
Wow.
man, yeah. And but you said something the other night, man, and it's true. The thing that all these kids got in common is they got fathers, bro. That's it. That's the cheat code, really. Just like you said when we talked about it, man, that's really the cheat code. Every kid that I've named, they got a father, bro. That is not playing the radio with them. Steve Robinson, who was Michael Robinson's father, Michael's with the Titans now. Got drafted 7th round to Green Bay. But me, Steve, Dale, Day Day, who was Daquan White, father number 4 from Georgia Tech, man, we was all at practice at I Dare You up under the tree line at this field behind CT Martin, man. And Day Day was saying, he was like, man, it's gonna be really cool to see these kids play on TV against each other. One day that it's gonna happen, man. And so Brooks Austin was out there that day. He was doing a piece on they would call the Four Horsemen. It was Avion, Caleb Cost, uh, Jace Arnold, who plays for Sam Houston, and yeah, Caleb, Avion, Jason, Daquan. Well, that was they called them the Four Horsemen. Brooks Austin did the piece, and the thing with all of those kids, everybody got a dad though. And I never forget they was like, man, it's gonna be cool to see these kids playing against one another, and that just happened a couple of weeks ago with Georgia Tech and Clemson. You see what I'm saying? So everybody, man, and you know, that's really it, bro. Like, you know, all parents, all you gotta do, man, is just you start now, you develop relationships with these coaches. They'll tell you, oh man, don't take the kids to camp. Man, don't do that, man. That man, they too young, they money grabs, this. Well, it's only a money grab if you don't do what you're supposed to do when you get there.
Yeah.
It ain't up to the kid, it's up to you to do what you're supposed to do when you get there. So I met Coach Bowman at Arkansas. The same video you just talked about, man. Bo been solid since day one, man. Man, Bo was my guy, you know, and I wanted. We was at LSU, and I wanted to go to Arkansas, and I couldn't get him into the camp. And I called Coach Ford. He was like, "Look, call Coach Bowman to see can he get you into the camp?" And I called Bo. Bo said, "Give me 5 minutes, man. Let me see. Can we get you in here?" And um, we got him into the camp. And when he got to the camp, and I told Bray, I said, "Now look, man, the man that did a solid for you, he got him to reopen the camp up for you. So when you go out here now you got to perform now. Now we just can't go out here and just be out here just looking regular. We got to go out here and perform like you're supposed to." And I'll never forget, man. Maybe midway through the camp, Bo was like, "Hey, look, just I'm gonna bring him out the line. I'm gonna work him out myself. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna work him out on my own, man." And it was just him, Coach Pullman, the GA, and he working him out just like you would a kid that you was scouting. Shelton Lewis was out there that day. You know, shout out to Shelton, Clint. Clint is his dad. Same thing, man. And you know, man, I never forget that, man. And that's when I knew that day. I said, "Oh no, man, I got something." I got something. And you know, Jason Tatum dad, he talks about that in an interview that he did with coach Carl Reed. And he was like, man, I knew I had something in Jason Tatum, but I didn't know what I had. And that was the same way that day at Arkansas, man, out there in Fayetteville, man, I knew I had something, but you know, I didn't know what I had. You know, I knew what the kid was capable of. But it's just through hard work, dedication, man. Betting on yourself, believing in what you got, believing in your kid, man, and not trying to make it about you. A lot of parents, that is the pitfall behind this, man, is that parents tend to start trying to make the process about them and about they want, what they want. And, man, that the college, it they don't want you. They want the whole package. They
Mm-hmm.
want and another thing, man, two-parent households are extremely important right now. High value. And I'm not just talking, but just to be, I'm telling you what a college coach told me. Two-parent household is high value right now, man. And I share this with y'all, man. And we was at Clemson spring game, going to go watch Sheldon Lewis and Avion. And when after the spring game, you come out of the stadium, then you go what they call the island. It's the players only little thing that they got in the back of the stadium. And so I'm out there. I'm with Clint. I'm with Shel's dad, and we're talking. And and Clint walks out to go get some juice, and it's just me, the coach, and Bray. And so the coach says to me, he's like, "You married?" And I say, "Yeah." And so he said, "Is your wife here with you?" I said, "No, man. My wife, she at work." And he was like, "Look, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice, man. Um, Everywhere you go from now on, bring her with you." And he said, because it's an evaluation process, even though it doesn't look like it. And I said, "What?" He said, "Look around, look at every table." And
Wow.
sure enough, everybody was married. I married either your girlfriend or your boyfriend there, but if grandma was there, grandpa was there, like auntie, uncle, Jeremiah Trotter and his wife, and like, hey, and so that's when I said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, man, look, man, with this NIL thing, he said, what we don't offer is emotional support dogs. He say so. We're not taking no kids who cannot handle men yelling at them, talking to them aggressively. He say, bro, we're not in the business of raising kids, man. You got to come in and be able to play. So he said, man, make sure that you do that. And sure enough, man, later on that summer, we went back out to Clemson. I had my wife with me. I had my wife with me. I just took my wife with to Missouri. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like everywhere we go, I try to have a with me just to let people know, like, hey, look, man, no, this kid is coming from a two-parent household. He got a father. I'm a teacher. You know, this is so you don't have to worry about the emotional baggage with this kid. All you got to do is just teach him your scheme, get him on the field, and he can go. And so that would be my my little nugget for parents is, one, not to make it about yourself. Keep it all about the kid, man, because that's who you're trying to get recruited. They don't know school want no parents. They want the kid. And really just showing them what's possible. And not never ever letting them I don't sell them on, hey man, you too small, man, I don't know if you can make it. If you ask Braylon right now, is he going to the league? He's gonna tell you, yeah. That's all I tell him. I say, bro, you're gonna make it. I never tell you that you're not gonna make it, or man, you need to have a plan B. What if this and what, man? I don't know about no ifs. You're gonna make it. And so, and even if it doesn't happen, um, he gonna still go to the league though. And I say that because there's multiple jobs in the league that your child can still do. That's why I take him out to Indy for the scouting combine. And so right now, Brady wants to be a scout. Let's go to Indy. That's the only way we going to the Senior Bowl this year. That's on the agenda this year, to so that he can really see. We have been around some of the top agents, Tory Dandy, um, the guys from Universal Sports, David Mulligata, just trying to expose a man to, hey, look, you're gonna go to the league one way or another, bro. One way or another. Whether you're gonna put on a helmet or you're gonna put on a suit, but you're gonna go to the league though. So, that's the message for me. That's my message to really all parents, man. Like it's crazy to have a kid to play football from 5 to we'll say 22, and then say, all right, it's over with now. No, I don't have to be because it wasn't over with for Sean McVay. Sean McVay played for a little small school, end up being basically like the coffee boy for the Bucks. His grandpa got him in. He was with the 49ers, but he started at the bottom. Started at the bottom, man. Then went from that to what they call a QC quality control coach, and McVay took off, man. And
Nah,
now, and now he got one of the hottest teams in the league right now. But he started basically getting donuts and coffee, bro. But McVay in the league though, So, that's really the message, though, guys. That's it.
I'm not very knowledgeable. I'm going to let you get in here, knowledge, man. Go ahead, brother.
So obviously talk about the background. I guess my question to you is what did you necessarily see from Braylon when you thought, okay, yeah, this kid is special? Because I feel like there's always a spark or it's a certain moment, as you was alluding to with Juan Gaston and talking with his dad and several other the Terrell brothers. What was that moment you see in Braylon? Was it a big hit? Was it a touchdown catch? Was it him working out, training? What was that big moment?
At Cabell Middle School, man. We was at Cabell Middle School. We were playing the Smyrna Seahawks, and really, and so I made Braylon play left tackle when he first played, and so because my good friend who I went to college with, he was one of the he was the offensive coordinator for the team at the time. He played 6 years at Ben Hill, and I told him, I say, look, bro, I don't want no favors. I say, look, put him at left tackle. I said, put him at left tackle. I say, man, let him get dirty, nasty. I say, if he can handle getting pushed around the whole game, then I'm just trying to get him tough. And I told him, I said, bro, don't do me no favors. I want him to earn everything he got out there. And I'll never forget, man. It was the end of the little scrimmage, and they let him run the football because he had like back to back pancakes and so they was like, all right, man, we're gonna have some little fun. We're gonna let some of the linemen run the football now. And I'll never forget, man, they let Brave run it the first time, and the man went like Le'Veon Bell. The true story, I'm not even exaggerating, man. The man kind of like jogged to the line, got the ball. He made a jump cut in the hole. He came out. The kid had failed. He hurdled the kid, came out the backside and shot down the sideline. And I'm like, nah, bro, that's fake. Nah, ain't nah. So they gave it to him again. But this time he kind of get caught in the hole, but it's the same setup. He slow pace it to the hole, he jog and then he get it and then same thing, but this time he gets caught like it's a kid on him, but he is so determined to score. Like he is dragging the kid with him, flying the kid fall off, and then he go in and score. And
Wow.
that night I said, no, nah, nah, bro, this I got to take you somewhere. And so I end up, so like I said, I called Lee Anthony Williams Sr. His son was coming through the program, I dare you. And Little League was going crazy. Like Notre Dame, he played for Roswell. He's the part of the Roswell team that with the quarterback from Green Bay, Malik, was on that.
Mhm.
He was the quarterback, and so I just saw his son that like one week he was at Notre Dame getting an offer. Next week he was at South Carolina. So I said, Lee, what are you doing? How you doing all this? He was like, man, I'll take it. I dare you. And I was like, what is it? What is it? And so he told me, he was like, man, it's a football training program. Like it's all positions and everything. And so Bray starts off. He caught me watching the life story of Marshall Falk. And so he came and he sat down next to me and he was like, man, that's what I want to be right there. I said, you want to be Falk? And he was like, yeah, man. He's like, man, I don't want to like block no more. And so we started out, and the coach at the time was Coach Travis Booker. He's the running back coach over at Cal now. And then he had Bray for about a month, and then he took the job over at Westlake. And that's when his nephew had came to Westlake, who's up at Buford right now. And so he left. He left. I dare you. And And I never forget, man. We no the night before that, I said, "Well, Coach Book about to leave, bro." I said, "What you want? What position you want to play?" He said, "I don't know." And I showed him a YouTube clip of a guy named Desmond King. He was a Thorpe Award winner from the University of Iowa. And then he's like, "Dad, I want to do that. That's exactly what I want to do right there." He said, I can still make plays. I can get the ball. I can do that. I want to do that." And so we went to I Dare You that Thursday, and Coach Ford asked him, he was like, "Bray, what you gonna do?" And Bray was like, "I want to be with you." And then Coach Ford told him, he shook his hand and said, "Man, welcome to the dark side." And we ain't looked back since, man. And he been playing DB since six. And man, that was it, man. But those back to back runs, man, I just said to myself, I said, "Man, that's just not regular," And so I just said, let me get out the way. Let me get out the way. Let me get you with some people that can take your game to another level, man, to show you, the right way on how to do things, man. And that's another thing, man, that a lot of parents should, you got to find the right coach, the right trainer, somebody that's not going to try to exploit your kid and,
Hmm.
try to make it about them and, hey, look at me, look at what I did. And, and that's what's going on now. A lot of these guys, they get 5-star guys and that brother man was already a 5-star with 30 offers. I don't really know how much you did. Like well, either a guy be in the league and be like, man, man, look at what brother man is a pro bowler. I don't I don't really know what you did. Like that guy was already him. But the good thing about Coach Ford and I dare you, man, they took Brave from zero, man. I tell anybody, man, they took that kid from not being able to backpedal, not being able to speed turn, and now, man, when you see the kid work out and train, now, man, it's like, yeah, that's it. That's what it's supposed to look like, man. And we went to FBU. Um, well, we went to Naples, and he made all camp team, but Bray had 5 picks at the camp, destroyed the drills, like just look how you supposed to be looking, man. And that's because I actually, I made it my work schedule, everything, so that we could be a part of our dare you, that we could, do. I could take him to training, even now, I'm gonna change my work schedule again so that he can go to a big time school. I'm going to change schools and just change my rearrange my life now to make sure that, hey man, this where we want to go. This what you want to do. Let me do that. I'm gonna do that. And so I got that, man, and I got that from KJ's mom. Believe it or not, man. I asked her one night, and I said, "Man, how did you, how did y'all, like what made you take him to Buford?" And she said it. She say, I wanted more for KJ. I just wanted better for KJ. And his dad, Kai, shout out to Kai. Um, they came together as a unit, man, and said, "Hey, we gonna take him up there, man." And that kid came up there and took off. But that was parents that really just sold out on the dream, sold out on their kid, man. And when he came, Tyshawn White came, and then it seemed like city kids started following because they knew. Same thing with Travis Booker nephew. He, they look at where they came from all the way out to Buford, because it was like, hey man, we can come out here, we can play, and then we can go big time from out here. But they were dedicated, in what they were trying to do, man. And that's something that all parents really got to understand, man. Is man, then they say it now, but a lot of people don't understand that, man. If you want a 5-star kid, man, you got to be a 5-star parent, bro. You got to be a 5-star parent, bro. Man, I hadn't celebrated a birthday in 6 years. No lie. Because Bray is always playing. My birthday is in October. So this is close to the end of the season or either playoffs. So, I don't celebrate my birthday until, the summertime. But that's it. I don't take trips. We don't everything right now is all in on this, man. And so any trips, that we take, it's gonna be to a university. If you married, your wife got to be in on it, your husband got to be in on it. Everybody got to buy into this dream, man. This is not no solo mission, man. Shout out to my wife, man. She doesn't do airplanes, but I told her, the coach, Coach Pogue at Mizzou, he just wanted to meet you, let you know Bray gonna be all right. If he chooses to come out to Missouri. So, she went out there and and that's something else, that, whoever your partner is, everybody got to be all in on it, man. Everybody. And I saw that, in real time. My good buddy Johnny Williams, we went to college together. His son plays at Missouri. But he's remarried, and is his son's mom. She came to the game. His new wife is at the game. He had to, like, it's a whole family unit, supporting his son, though, man. And so, but everybody was all in on his kid, though, man. And so that's something that you just got to. Everybody got to be all in on it, though, man. Everybody, so that the kid understand that we all in together. So that's a big thing too, though.
And my last one, I was talking about everybody being all in. So, and then you talked about kind of sacrifice you have to do with, like you said, not taking trips, not celebrating birthdays. So, you know, I think sometimes when parents do that, they make it all about them. So, how do you just keep the element of obviously you care about your kid, you want him to succeed, but also knowing, hey, I also got to make sure I don't interfere, make sure I put him with the right people, and I just do my part.
Shout out to Dale Terrell, man. Real deal, man. Like, man, when you able to see it done, and Dale he can pop his chest. Man's son done signed for over $80 million, bro.
Yeah.
But you would not even know it though. You wouldn't, like, the man. You like when I go to Clemson. It don't be, hey man, my son AJ, man, y'all watch out, man, my son Avion, man, like, the man don't be wearing the jerseys, like, none of that. They like, you would not know that was that man's son though. And so I always watch that, man. Big time first rounder. Sometimes parents can end up losing themselves, man. And uh, I just watched Dale how he is, man, with his kids, man. And like, Avion going first round in this year's draft, more than likely. And so, to be able to have two first round kids come out your household, man, and you able to maintain and to still be humble and, just be regular, is something that a lot of people, you know, they can't handle, because now it becomes, hey man, now I want the spotlight. I want the spotlight on me.
Hmm.
Y'all got to know who I am, and you know, I did this, or because we not already seen it. It's easy to turn into a LeVar Ball. It's easy to turn into a John Morant dad now. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to turn into these people, but if you just keep the main thing about what it's supposed to be about, man. I promise you, man. Like, that's just how I was raised, man. My grandpa raised me to just be an observer. And he say, man, son, anything you ever want to know about somebody, man, just be quiet and watch. He say they gonna do it. Whatever you thinking that they not gonna do, they not gonna say, bro, they gonna do it. Just be quiet. And so that's what I always did, man. I just sat back and I kind of watched Dale, watch Marcus Allen, his dad, Derek, guys like that, man. Steve Robinson, man, who's Michael's dad. Just sit back and just watch them, man, and just watch how they maneuver with their kids, man, and just, you know, like, and all of them are kind of, in the background. Just in the background, not really, making it about themselves, man. And man, we went to the Westlake Cedar Grove game, and just to see, Westlake lost, and the outcome when what everybody thought, and some people started throwing shots at Avion and this and that, but to see the man and his family just get up and walk off like You know, like I like they're not hearing none of these people say these things, man. You know, some most parents be like, man, who you talking to? Man, that's my son, man. You better start like none of that, man. None of that. And you know, I just been fortunate enough between Dale and even with Clint, who was Shelton Lewis dad, man, you know, to just be in the backdrop, man, and just let your kids shine and be able to watch them shine from a distance. And that's what I love about the whole process, man, is you know, you asked me, you was like, man, what's your name? And I told you, I said, man, Braylon's dad. That's what everybody called me. Like, don't nobody knows my name. Nobody knows who I am. He just played for Collins Hill this past year. True story. We in the playoffs. Bray gets hurt. He breaks his arm trying to recover a fumble. And I go out there to go get him and stuff like that. And parents start saying, that's your son? Yeah. Like I don't, nobody really knew, and I don't broad like, man, that's my son. Even when we be at practice, I sit all the way in the top stands, by myself. I don't, yeah, I don't say anything to nobody, man. And then afterwards, I wait till the whole team leave, everybody leave the field, and then I work Bray out, just me and him. And but I don't want anybody to try to associate like, man, he trying to outshine me or he trying to, nah, man, I'm just, I just want him to achieve what he wants to achieve. And he wants to go to the league, and I want him to go to the league, not for me, because I didn't grow up wanting to play in the NFL. When I came up, the NFL was second. It was all about the NBA and Michael Jordan. Everybody wanted to go to the, play basketball, bro. Now it was me. I'm a football guy now, but when I was a kid, man, everybody, I'm a Celtics fan. I hate the Lakers. Like, that's what we that's what we came up on, man. Like, I wanted to be a basketball guy. And so to see Bray do it now, man, his way, um, man, it's just, I'm just impressed about how he handled it, how he carry himself. Um, he doesn't really even like to talk about it, and so I just tell him, man, just stay that way. Stay that way, man. A lot of what you're doing now, man, is gonna carry you a long way, man. And so, I try to just keep him humble as I can, man. And that's something else that parents, I always try to, remind your kids that, hey, like Braylon still take the garbage cans to the end of the curb and my other son, like, they clean their room up. You help clean the kitchen up, you sweep, like just regular stuff, bro. Like this ain't no, I don't, this is not no, I'm gonna treat you like you a 5-star guy at 12. We hadn't got there yet. We got a long, long way to go, man. So, it's just one of those things, just trying to stay, present in the moment, man, and not looking too far down the line, and just one day at a time, really, one day at a time, man. And so, that was it, though. You know.
100%. But I wanna appreciate you again. You know what I'm saying? We've had Braylon on. It's been a while back, but we appreciate you having him, allowing us to have him on, and we appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for really giving out a very detailed answer of how to, go from step one to where you are now. I think if the parents haven't picked it up, which I'm sure they have, it's just going. You know what I mean? Not really being too specific, especially early on. You may not know what you have, but just taking that next step and God will unfold that plan as you continue to move. But my main question is, as we come to a close, a big thing I picked up is dreaming. And in today's world of, the world moving too fast, you know what I mean? Things like that. Just what is your dreaming process? Do you write things down? You talked about, putting brain in different places, which is doing a lot for him. Is neurology, speaking in neuroscience terms, but just what is your dreaming process?
Visual, visual, man.
Seeing it.
You can, yeah, visual. It does. You can, and we write stuff down. Like, I'm in his room now. I'm in his room now, and and I'll show y'all. This is what it looks like on the wall. That's
Wow,
it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just even from the little blanket. You know what I'm saying? You visual. Visual, man. You can write stuff down, but being able to see those things, see your goals, what you want every day, man. When he wake up, when I come get him up, he knows, bro, we got to touch the wall before we get out the bed, man. We got to touch it. We got to make sure that when you go to school, to understand, like, this is what you're doing it for. So, like, we got a plan and we got a purpose for why you going to school. Yeah, well, I want you to get good grades, but why do you need the grades though? To get the scholarship. No coach in the country is touching no 2.0 student. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So when you go into school, man, we striving for excellence. We striving to do the best that we can every day. Every day, man. Visual and also just talking to your kids, man. Like me, I try to get 2 to 3 minutes in with him and my other son, every morning, just telling them, what your goals are before you go to school. Like, you are
Mm-hmm.
not going to school to disrupt the classroom, man. You're going to school. Like my other son, he want to go to Auburn to fly airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we got this big thing on his wall with all kind of Auburn stuff, and just basically just telling them, dream as big as you can, man. And there's a poem by Langston Hughes that I got up on this wall, about dreams, and so um, that's it. That's a big thing for parents, man. Don't ever, if you don't hear nothing else that I ever say, man, don't you ever put your lifetime limitations on your child. Don't ever do it. Just because you didn't make it, don't sit here and say, "Oh man, you ain't gonna make it," or somebody out your neighborhood that you knew, "Oh, they didn't make it. Oh, you ain't gonna make it," or you scared to dream that big. Like me, and I tell Bray this all the time. It doesn't cost anything to dream. It is absolutely free. You know what I'm saying? Is one of your imagination is a preview to what your life can be and what it should be. But it's up to you to do the things to make those things come true, man. And so I encourage all parents, man, to just dream big with their kids, man. Dream extremely big with them, man, because my dad, before he passed, he would always share that with us, is that, bro, you only gonna come through here one time, man. You only gonna come through it one time, and so maximize it, maximize it. Dream as big as you can, man. And that's that. I love to see, like when we went to Georgia on Saturday, man. And we was riding back home, and I asked him. I said, "Man, did you have a good time?" He said, "Daddy, that was like one of the best trips ever." And he was like, "Man." And I asked him. I said, "Man, can you play at Georgia?" I didn't ask him, "Did you think?" I said, "Can you play at Georgia?" He said, "Yeah."
Oh,
He
they
said,
got
"Man,
him.
yeah." He said, "Man, I can play at Georgia, man." And so, it's one of those things, man. Just keep pounding that in them every day, man, about just, being successful, being, whatever it is. Like I said, man, that's why I did the video this summer, man, about just being all in on your kids, man.
Yeah, that was a good
Because
video.
when they see that you all in, I promise you, they gonna go twice as hard. Like Bree, just I got to take him December the 15th to get his arm checked out again, to get him cleared for physical contact, man. And so, even now he was like, "Dad, I feel good enough. Can I play in the All Star game?" He got selected to the elite Rusty Manziel game, and I say, "Nah, bro, we gonna wait." But he was like, "Dad, I can go. I can go like right now with what I am right now." I said, "And you probably can." You probably can, but we gonna. I want your arm to be all the way ready, but to have, but that lets me know, like, the kid believe in himself. He got self belief. He got confidence throughout. Man, I love it. I love it. I love to see it. Because those are life skills. Y'all are gonna, and he's gonna need that. Once he becomes an adult male, confidence, believing in yourself, knowing what you're capable of, knowing what you can achieve, and man, that was, one of the things that I always tried to push in him. That's what you're gonna. That's what makes LeBron LeBron. Confidence. That's what made Michael Jordan who he was. Confidence, believing Kobe, all the greats. His confidence, believing in himself. Nah, no dreams are too big. To be able, a young kid like Kobe to say, "Hey, I can come to the league, I can play with the big guys, win championships, do those, and then do it." It's just a different type of belief that you got to instill in your kids, man. So, last thing, man, shout out to Coach Glenn Ford, man, for believing in Bray. Shout out to I Dare You, Dale Terrell, KJ Bolden's mom, Steve Robinson, Day Daquan White's dad, um, oh, Coach E, Jace Arnold's mom, Coach Carter, just everybody that's not, everybody from I Dare You, man. Michael Carter the second's dad, Caleb Lanier's father, everybody that's written, I kind of just poured into Bray, man. Um, just kind of just helped out with the dream. I appreciate it, man. All the guys that came through from Richie Grant to, AJ Terrell, Avion, Shaq Wiggins, um, Jalen Boyd. A lot of guys, man, that's not came through that, man. That's not really just poured into Bray. Javier Morton, um, just thank you, because they help kind of reiterate the message that I was pouring into Bray, and every time, we fortunate enough to go to a game and, we see guys that, that's not trained with Bray, they always tell them. And that's how we really end up kind of doing the little videos by asking guys, what does it take to get to the next level? And just, guys, it started with Marlon Humphrey, nickel back from the Detroit Ravens. I'm sorry, that Baltimore Ravens. Um, and really, that's how it kind of just took off. And so I always play those videos before he can play a game, and just let him
Mm.
know, like, look, man, everybody not told you what it takes, bro. And if you wanna, and and even now, at 12 years old, he'll tell you, I just want to be on TV. I just want to play on TV, man, and that's his thing. And so, and so that's just it, man. You just gotta just keep instilling in those kids, man. And that's really it, though, man.
Power the Father, brother. We appreciate you for coming on and giving your piece, man. We'll definitely look forward to have you on at a further notice. But genuinely, you know what I'm saying? From Naj and I appreciate you for coming on. And to the parents, man, give out a lot. This is a master class, you know what I'm saying? I hope this should play it multiple times. We'll clip this up, but thank you again for coming on.
And you can get my ebook for $39.95, my webinar for $69. No, I'm just teasing, man. That's the new thing now that people want to tell you, hey, buy this and buy that. And to all parents, don't you buy anything. Don't do any of that stuff. The only thing you did, the only thing that I did was I kept getting a new iPhone. That's all I did. I had the latest iPhone. I had the latest iPhone, and I got effort. That's all I got, man. Don't let nobody try to lie to you all about, hey man, come to this conference, buy this ebook, do this, and I can show you how to do NIL, and I can show you how to get scholarship offers, and I can show you how to do all of that's fake, man. All of it's fake, man. Find you uh, one of the best trainers in whatever area you in, keep an iPhone because they have the best cameras, and just believe in your kid. That's all you need, man. You don't need nothing else. Don't let these people try to lie to you about come to this conference about this. I can show you to come to that by this, man. Don't none of that. No, no. I didn't do any of that. My son is 12 years old. We not been to I don't know how many colleges we not been to. And I ain't just talking about to the front door. We not been all the way through. And anytime I go anywhere, just like you saw at Georgia, it's all access. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen me go nowhere taking pictures outside. No, we all access. We in there talking to coaches. I've not been behind the scenes. I know what the NIL process should look like. I know what coaches are looking for, man, and so that's it. My last thing is just build relationships with coaches. Go to camp, go to camp, go to camp, because that's where you're gonna start building your relationships at. Um, I paid I think $45 and to go to the University of Arkansas's camp, um, and from $45 turned into a relationship with Coach Dominic Bowman that's gonna last a lifetime. And so, don't let people try to lie to you about, man, nah, I wouldn't go to camp. It's a money grab. No, man, you take that child to camp. If he trained up and ready to go, and you take your iPhone, and that's really all you need, man, and just belief. That's it, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all so very much. I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all do a really good job at bringing light to the kids. A lot of these kids, they don't get the recognition and the exposure that they deserve. Um, all parent, well, not all, but some parents believe you got to go to, big time schools in order to get that exposure. And to a degree, that's true, but not necessarily, man. But you all do a really good job, like you just talked about the kids from Prince Avenue. Now you make me want to watch the game because I didn't know who they were. But y'all do a really good job, man. Keep doing it. Don't let anybody tell y'all, that you all are not making a difference in especially Georgia high school sports for sure. But you all are though, man, and please, please, please keep up the great work though.
Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, Mr. Dakari Everhart. All you need is an effort, an iPhone, and a dream. Don't forget dreaming, man. And thanks again, brother, for real.
All right, man. I look forward to seeing y'all again, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a blessed
Appreciate
one.
it.
All right, you too, man.
All right.
All right, man. Back to you, Naj. I'm sure you're going to close this out, man.
All right, man. Appreciate Coach Everhart coming on, dropping the gems, man. If y'all want to go back and watch it, and say y'all go back to the show for tonight. 222 people watching, so we appreciate everybody tapped into the show. 172 on my Twitter. Bacon got up to nearly 50. At one point, you was high at 10 followers or 10 viewers on your YouTube. I was
Okay.
up to I think 9 or 10 as well. Jew had a couple on his Facebook, but that's gonna do it for today's show, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We'll see you guys again on Monday. I would say Thursday, but Thursday is Thanksgiving, so I doubt we're doing a hoop show on that day. We're gonna try to enjoy the time with the family. We always working and grinding, so maybe we'll do a rendezvous show or something, one of these days this week or something like that. Or if not, we'll do it on the weekend. But we'll see you guys soon, and enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy Thanksgiving with your folks.
Happy
Till then,
Thanksgiving, everybody.
happy Thanksgiving. Peace.